Krishna Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadada Shivasadi Gaur Bhaktivinoda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare नहीं एक्चुअली क्या है इसका आई कांटेक्ट है वो साइड से लेता है या तो फिर उसको हाँ हाँ इसको ले सामने लीजिए फिर इसको बंद करता है हाँ उसका क्वालिटी अच्छा है हम्म अभी स्टार्ट हो गया और थोड़ा सा इधर थोड़ा सा और इधर हाँ ओके अभी देखिए ऑन है ओके गुड दिस गुड नहीं वो स्क्रीन कैसे क्यों हो गया ग्रिड रखिए पूरा इसका डिस्प्ले में फुल ग्रिड ये हाँ व्यू ना ये बंद कर देता हूँ सो व्यू फुल ग्रिड व्यू कैलोरी कैलोरी व्यू और अभी साइड में पार्टिसिपेंट लिस्ट आता है ना ये हाँ तो एक साइड में पार्टिसिपेंट लिस्ट आ जाता है फुल स्क्रीन हटा दीजिए पार्टिसिपेंट और नीचे चैट आ जाता है वैसा हाँ फुल स्क्रीन से निकालना पड़ेगा कुछ तो है फिर इसके पीछे छुप रहा है वो हरे कृष्ण हाँ ओके गुड तो अभी चैट भी कर लेता हूँ नीचे चैट आएगा हरे कृष्ण ओ, इसको भी हाँ ये नीचे चैट आ गया ना फाइन ऊपर ये और नीचे चैट ओके दिस गुड नाउ फाइन हरे कृष्णा हरि बोल सो वी हैव made some changes today. How's the online audio video?
Can you hear us, Prabhu?
It's much better, Prabhuji, than yesterday.
Okay, good. So
Thank you for all your effort. Thank you for you taking so much effort.
so today we started at 10:30 the R&D.
Yes. No, I joined early and I was seeing, and it inspired me to attend class that how much you are concerned about us.
So I request you all to keep your videos on as much as possible so that we will have connection, you know.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Only hearing Akashvani.
Yes, Prabhuji. We are very happy with your concern. We also feel left out because we know that nobody is seeing us.
So now I am able to see you also, and I'll be able to see your hand raised also. So I have a laptop in front of me. Fine. Okay. इसका हाइट थोड़ा सा और कम कर दीजिए इसका हाइट आई कांटेक्ट और थोड़ा सा ओके गुड Hare Krishna. So we'll begin chapter 50th today. Which table? No, this is good. 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 I would request you to just keep your books and notebooks close. In your laptop screen also, do not open the chapter or your notes. So keep your notebooks closed. And we will do a very brief recap of what we studied yesterday. Yeah. What was the purpose of Akrura's visit to Hastinapur? Who would like to describe? When I ask a question, you may raise your hand. What is the purpose of Akrura's visit to Hastinapur? Okay, so what I'll do is I'll ask one person who is sitting in front of me, on site and 1% online. So like we'll have 50-50% participation. Okay, so today first we'll hear from online devotees. Yes, Hare Krishna Prabhu, what was the purpose?
So he wanted to stay there in Hastinapur to see the crooked plans of Dhritarashtra and advise him that don't be partial to your sons and give the fearful right to the Pandavas.
Okay, fine. So actually, how long did he stay in Hastinapur? How long did he stay in Hastinapur?
I remember it written he stayed for a longer to judge the crooked activities of Dhritarashtra. One verse said that.
Okay, he is mentioned this. He stayed for few months. Kapichin Masan. He stayed for few months, and mainly Krishna asked him to see, how is he doing? How is he treating Kunti and the Pandavas? Basically, that was the main purpose. And of course, then he gave a good advice before leaving. That was extra service he did. Krishna only asked him to, assess the situation and see how is he behaving towards the Pandavas and the Kunti mainly. Okay, so it's mentioned that what did he observe? What was the situation of Dhritarashtra? There were three things yesterday we studied that he remained in the Sinapur for several months. And what did he observe? What is Dhritarashtra surrounded by? What is his demeanor and so on? You remember three things, and three things starting with the. Okay, I'll give the hint later. But yes, Prabhu, tell me your name and.
Hare Krishna. Bhagavad Katha Das. Bhagavad Katha.
Bhagavad Katha, Prabhu. Wow. Yes, Bhagavad Katha.
Three things mentioned is one is envy of the.
Okay, envy of, that is later, but he observed something starting from WWW. Means, he observed.
He surrounded by whimsical.
Whimsical?
Whimsical ministers.
Whimsical ministers and advisors. We got W. Then. Okay, good. Your friends are helping you. Wicked sons. Okay. So he's surrounded by wicked sons and whimsical, ministers, advisors. And third W, which is the most important. Wait. What is the third W?
Weak. Dhritarashtra was weak.
Someone is speaking.
Radha Kunjabihari.
Is that who is speaking?
Radha Kunjabihari.
Okay, BVRV co-host.
No, Radha Kunjabihari Das.
Okay. Here I see BVRV co-host in the.
Oh.
I am the co-host. Okay, fine. Wait a minute. I am the co-host. Hey, log out हो गया ये. Zoom. Because of the connection, because of the Wi-Fi and all that. तो इसको 4G पे कनेक्ट कीजिए, मेरे मोबाइल के उससे करें. But maybe लैन के थ्रू स्लो हो रहा है. डिस्कनेक्ट हो गया. मोबाइल पे ठीक रहेगा. इसके 4G ले लीजिए. हाँ. इसका 4G कनेक्शन ले लेते हैं. That will probably work better. कीजिए कनेक्ट. PG करके आएगा. हाँ. HAREKRSNA. SNA. हाँ, कीजिए. हो गया ये. नहीं, वो दोबारा जाना पड़ेगा व्यू पे. Hare Krishna. Can you hear me? Hare Krishna.
Yes, Prabhu.
Okay. We had some network issue also. Changed to mobile phone data now. So by tomorrow we'll sort this out also. Gradually we are sorting out one by one. Okay, yes, Radha Kundari Prabhu, what did you say?
Weakness of Dhritarashtra.
Weakness? What?
Weakness of decision making and weakness of attachment to his sons.
Weak will or
Weak will. Okay.
weak determination. So though he was surrounded by wicked sons and whimsical advisors, but you cannot say his situation is bad because of his own weak will. His nature is to follow them. Therefore, he is fully responsible for all the unjust acts that he was doing. Yeah. So this is his observation, and then we discussed that how Vidura and Kunti. So he observed something, and then Vidura and Kunti informed him of. That was what our Prabhu was answering. You were answering yeah. So what did Vidura and Kunti informed him of? How is their demeanor towards them? Yes.
The three things are
Three things.
one is the envy of the Kauravas.
Yes, they are envious.
Envious of
Okay, what are the envious of? Wait, what are the envious of? Why are they envious?
Strength of Pandavas, their fame,
Physical
their
strength,
good qualities.
good qualities, and
The fame, the siblings are very loving. Are they?
no. Three things. The third is not complete. Physical strength, skills, and their good qualities. You see, one is physical strength, other is sensual. Skill is related to senses, and other is values are, like the qualities. So they inform that they are envious because of these three things: the physical strength,
Sensual.
the skills which they have, and the qualities. Qualities like, what are the qualities mentioned? Wait. Speak loudly. What are the qualities mentioned?
Viriam.
William.
Yes.
William is their physical strength. Basically, yeah. One quality mentioned is humility. Other is William, right? Courage and humility. So they were envious of physical strength, skills, and qualities like humility and courage. Okay, so one is they were envious. Secondly, what else? Evil intention. They're envious. They had evil intentions and evil actions. Evil actions or unjust actions. Like unjust actions, like
The burning in the burning
poison, etc. And then we studied so many unjust actions. How many? There is no counting. The broad bullet points are Vishan Mahagne Purushat Darshanad Asat Sabhayam Vanavasa Krichrata. Say that. There is no limit to their unjust actions. Okay. So after informing, Kunti Devi began speaking to her brother Akrura. It's mentioned especially that she's speaking to her brother Akrura. And she expresses the distress of her heart. Right? And we said it that what kind of inquiries are those? Okay, let me ask somebody who's online now. What kind of inquiries can someone describe? What did she ask and what is the nature of inquiries? Those are online. Only Radha Kundari Prabhu is raising hand. Wait, I want to hear from others. Sometimes devotees are feeling shy, right? So, but devotees here are very eager to hear from you all. So, for the time being, you give up your shyness and speak for the pleasure of Vaishnavas. Okay. Yes, Vraj Krishna Prabhu. Okay, Vraj Krishna Prabhu already shared something. We'll first hear from Shuddha Chit Prabhu and then Vraj Krishna Prabhu.
She actually inquired about her.
Loudly close to microphone.
Actually, Hare Krishna, bro.
Yes.
She inquired about their relatives, their parents, relatives.
What was the inquiry? What did she ask?
Does Krishna remembers, her Kunti Maharani?
Okay, fine, good. Basically, she says, does my parents, brothers, sisters, all the family relatives, and including Krishna and Balaram, do they remember? Do they remember us? And when she talks of Krishna, does Krishna remember whom? Can you recall the exact word? Wait, does Krishna remember whom? Uh, Wait, somebody else. Yes, somebody. No, not my sons, not my sons. That's what I'm asking. Does Krishna remember whom? What is the exact word? Yes, Prabhu. Pandavas. How are Pandavas referred to?
Bhima and this.
No, it's not exactly. Manasundar Prabhu. Little bit, you're right. You're almost right. Does Krishna remembers his father, sister, son? You see, I emphasize that. Pitra Susrayan Smrati. Yeah, same. No. Yeah. Yeah, अच्छा इसमें देखिए अभी saying they are same only. I am saying this Krishna remember Pandavas, but I said no. She asked, does Krishna remember his father, sister, sons? What is the difference between that? There is a difference. There is a certain difference. I emphasize also. The bhav is now Krishna has relieved the distress of his parents, father. But so he's affectionate to his father for sure. Right? Does he also remember his father, sister, son? So connection is with the father now. You see? हाँ हाँ तो वो क्या है एक कनेक्शन दिखाना कि आपको याद है कि आपके पिताजी की एक बहन भी है मतलब आपको पिताजी को याद है तो बहन और उसके पुत्र ऐसा ये पूरा कनेक्शन दिखाया है यहाँ पे राइट तो उसमें द इम्पैक्ट सी द ईच वर्ड हैज इज ओन इमोशंस एंड इम्पैक्ट द वे यू पुट इट राइट सो उसमें वो सूक्ष्म ये हो जाता है भाव अलग हो जाता है so I highlighted this word yesterday also in the class that she specially says, does Krishna remember his father, sister, sons? Because this is used here. Patra Sustraya Smrati. Fine. So, and she describes Krishna's two qualities while asking that. Keep your notes, don't keep the book open, please. Right? Keep the book closed. Don't look at the book or a note and speak. She described two qualities of Krishna. Does Krishna and dash remember his father, sister, sons? Yes, those who are online or on site, open question. Fine. So, yes, Prabhu, remind me your name. Balbhadra Prabhu. Balbhadra Rupa Prabhu. Balbhadra Kripa Prabhu. Yeah, Haribol.
So Kunti Maharani used one sentence as fatherless son.
No, does Krishna, who is two qualities of Krishna, who is dash and dash, remember his father's sister's sons. The two qualities of Krishna are described by Kunti. Two qualities of Krishna are described.
Well-wisher and
Take the microphone and speak.
Shrutam,
Bhakta Vasala is there. One more.
Supreme Lord.
One is known. Yes, Prabhu, speak.
Sharanya.
Sharanya Bhakta Vatsala. So, Krishna, who is Sharanya and Bhakta Vatsala, does he remember his father, sister, son? He is Bhakta Vatsala, he is so affectionate. Like, what is the meaning of affection if you don't remember? If someone says, I love you, said, hell with the love, you don't remember my birthday, you don't remember marriage anniversary. Right? What kind of love is that? But she's saying that his Bhakta Vatsala, he is affectionate. Affection means there is remembrance, is it not? So actually, what she is inquiring, she has already answered it. Obviously. What she is inquiring, she has already answered it because Krishna does remember. So therefore, these inquiries are not logically the inquiries, they are just emotional expression. And what she is looking for is only the reassurance reassurance, right? That yes, Krishna is there. So they will say, yeah, Krishna is there with you. He remembers you so much. She knows also, but still she, wants to be reassured. It's the nature of emotions, actually. So the emotions do not go as per logic. We discussed yesterday. So she's looking for that reassuring words from her brother, who's affectionate, who has come from, her in-laws place, his father's place, brother's place, and so on. So that's how she inquired, and these are emotional inquiries. And then after these inquiries, she says, I am like, my situation is like, she gives one metaphor. My situation amongst these, surrounded by all this envious Kauravas, my situation is like what? Okay, Shubhajit Prabhu?
It is like a dove.
Though is a she deer, amongst surrounded by, the doe surrounded by
Animals.
good. So she said, my situation is like a doe, just a poor she deer surrounded by wolves, many wolves. Okay, so then she calls out to Krishna directly. Krishna, Krishna, Mahayogin. What is the meaning of Mahayogin? Mahayogin. We discussed that yesterday. Wait, Prabhu, did you do revision or you studied before?
Yesterday I heard from.
Oh, yesterday you heard, eh? Okay, good. You have good retention. You have good retention. So, Krishna, Krishna, Mahayogin. Can someone describe the meaning of Mahayogin online? They were attending online. Yes, Mother Krishna. What is the meaning of Mahayogin? Unmute yourself and speak.
Lord Krishna is in.
Yes,
He means he has great spiritual power, who possesses great spiritual power.
Yes, great spiritual power. In this context, what kind of power she refers to?
She's referring that he can protect, everybody in this particular universe. And because those who are surrendered to Krishna, then Krishna protects them also. And because she has been into a lot of many troubles.
Okay, yeah, fine. Thank you. Your answer is correct, but not perfect. Because
Krishna is in Dwarka.
Hare Krishna, wait. So, Shiljit Bro, wait. Yeah, now you speak. Mahayogin refers to?
Lord Krishna is in Dwarka, but still he can protect his devotees.
He's in Mathura. Maybe I mentioned by mistake Dwarka yesterday. I don't remember. He's in Mathura, but he's in Mathura and still he can hear. That's the meaning of Mahayogin here. So she is speaking now directly to Krishna. Oh, Krishna, Mahayogin. Mahayogin means here, of course, what you described is correct. Krishna is Mahayogin, he can protect everyone. But here, what is mentioned specifically by Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur is, Mahayogin means you are in Mathura, but still you can hear me now. You are greatly powerful. So, like when Surabhi calls Krishna, Mahayogin, Surabhi calls to Krishna Mahayogin, their meaning of Mahayogin is Krishna who can lift Govardhan Hill. Meaning of Mahayogin. So, in the context of the text, the meaning kind of varies. Right? So, therefore, when I ask a question, the more specific you are in the context of what we discussion, the perfect answer. The perfect answers are in general valid, but here in the context. Okay, so she called out to Krishna that yes, you are Mahayogin, you can hear. Then she describes Krishna in few more terms. Can someone recall some of the terms? Or if you're not, sorry. Okay, Shudhajit Prabhu, I said Vishwatman. What does that mean?
He is the soul of the universe. At the same time, he is a soul of. He is a Paramatma inside us.
Okay. So
he can listen to our prayers.
Yes, so you are in Mathura, Mahayogin, but actually you don't have to exercise your yogic power. You are right here. Vishwatman within our heart. So you can very easily hear. ज्यादा मिस्टिक पावर इन्वोक करने का भी जरूरत नहीं है. You are there right in the heart, you can listen to my prayer. Vishwatman. Then
Vishwa Bhavana also.
Bhavana, good. What does that mean?
He is the protector of the universe and he can protect anybody and everybody in this.
Us also. So again,
More is Bhavana means he understands the feelings of his devotees and he reciprocates also with the feelings of his devotees.
no. Vishwa Bhavana here means protector only. विश्व भावना है, यहाँ भाव और भावना शब्द का सेम अर्थ नहीं है. विश्व भावना here means protector of the universe. Therefore, this is the universal quality, but how does it apply? You can protect us also. So therefore, both the things. Okay, then she called on to Krishna as Govinda. What does that means? What does she imply when she called Krishna as Govinda? When she called Krishna as Govinda, what does she imply? Okay, so yes.
Calling out Krishna's name.
Yes, Bhagavad Gita Prabhu. Good. Okay, so Govinda means who gives pleasure to senses. Therefore, now please become visible before my eyes so that I can admire you. So, meaning Govinda here, by saying Govinda, she's calling on to Krishna to become visible onto her. Fine, so this is good. Then she calls out to the Lord. And we discussed also Prapannam Bahi Govinda Shishubhischa Avasiditim. That means I am sinking down in distress. That's the meaning also. So she called on to Krishna for protection to become visible, and she says, I am sinking down in distress. I am overwhelmed by trouble. So this is quite striking. Though she is overwhelmed by trouble, she has asked for more troubles. That is pointing out in the prophet also. Right? She is overwhelmed with the trouble and she is crying out to the Lord. And she is expressing the sorrow of her heart in tears. But she has also asked for more troubles also. How is that? How is that?
She is taking those troubles as blessings.
When I ask a question, you have to raise hand. So, yeah, okay. So, this term is now for the devotee sitting on site now. Yes, Arjuna Prabhu. How is that she's asking for more trouble when she's already overwhelmed? She said, I'm sinking down in distress.
Actually, she is remembering Krishna. She wants that Krishna, her main trouble is that Krishna is not there in front of her. So she is looking for Krishna association. Her
main trouble is what?
She is missing association of Krishna. She wants to remember Krishna all the day.
Well, yeah, she wants to remember Krishna, but what is she crying in distress for? The main situation is, what was her main grief? Wait. What was her main grief, first of all? This is more on a devotional aspect, but otherwise speaking, on a human level, what is her main grief?
She was not properly treated by her family members.
And more than that, her sons. Actually, the mother's pain is greater for her son's welfare. So she is in grief because her sons are being treated not just unjustly, they're trying to kill her sons. Right? So a mother, imagine a mother whose children are having a life threat. Again and again, someone is trying to kill her sons. And of course, so that is her main grief actually. Right? That is her main grief. And she's also, widow, being tormented. She's like helpless lady kind of. So therefore, on a human platform, that is her main grief. That's her main grief. And therefore, she said, I'm, sinking down in distress, her own word. And she cries out tear before Akrura, her brother. But then how can she ask for more distress?
Like her grief will be neutralized by remembering Krishna. Her grief will be neutralized by remembering Krishna.
Her grief will be neutralized by remembering Krishna.
Because as we read the prayers also, so she said that her rati should be like directly like Ganga flows to the Gange
Yeah.
Bhagavati. So let the mati should not be in family attachment. Sneha
Yeah.
bandha. Huh?
Yeah, that is
So see,
partially correct. Okay, fine, good. So, okay, we'll hear from Mother Krishna Rupa. She is already sinking in distress and asking for more distress. How do we understand this? Unmute yourself and speak.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Yes.
She is sinking means what? Already she has got so many troubles,
Uh,
but she's thinking that in these troubles also, when I'm actually doing Krishna Smaranam, it is like a blessing for me. These troubles are in itself, blessing for me, because I can be more Krishna conscious and more aware that, this is Padam Padam Yat Vipadam. And ultimately, I have to actually take the shelter of Krishna only. These, calamities have come upon me, but she is taking an opportunity in these calamities to remember Krishna. Generally, what happens when people calamity comes, they run away from Krishna. They think, okay, now they don't have enough faith in Krishna. But over here, she has got sufficient enough of faith in Krishna, and that is why she's saying that my faith will increase more and I will remember you more and more, because ultimately Shravanam and Kirtanam will lead to Smaranam. Prabhu, this is my understanding.
Thank you, good. So basically, we discussed yesterday when she spoke that verse in front. There are distress, you're always with us. And now you're leaving. So only if it has to be distress that you are with us, then let there be more distress so that you are with us. You are with us. So therefore, actually, he's asking for Krishna's association, right? Or let Krishna be near to them. Fine. So actually, in one sense, you should understand that when she's talking here that being overwhelmed with distress, this is her human response, more of emotional. She's expressing her emotions, and that is a more devotional response. So we at times are like human. We relate like human with somebody. Other time we may take a devotional perspective or a devotional stance and so on. So therefore, these two we in Krishna pastime has both the sides. There's a human side because we are human beings. At some time, we transcend human emotions and we take a devotional stance or devotional perspective. So like that. So these both perspective we see. So Kunti takes over there a more devotional stance, and herein there is the expression of human emotions. So therefore, both can be understood. Therefore, yeah, better not to compare. That's the whole thing. Why? Because every human has the emotional need also. We discussed yesterday, and and sometimes we feel that emotional expression means our devotion is getting less. We may think like that, that if I have some kind of emotional need, that means my devotion is less, or transcend emotions through devotion. That is something which like Arjuna Sharma was saying that, right? That was his main answer, that transcend the emotion through devotion. But what may happen is, you may transcend that for some time, but then actually that may not happen, and the emotional vacuum may grow also. The vacuum may grow. So therefore, we all have emotional needs, and within the society of devotees, it can be fulfilled. And we discussed three kind of emotional needs yesterday, if you remember, and that is as per Bhagavatam also, right? So will someone briefly describe three emotional needs? Yes, Prabhu, remind me your name. Remind me your name.
Chaitanya Prasad.
Chaitanya Prasad Prabhu, yes.
You are quoting that Gunadikan Mudam Lips.
Yeah, Gunadikam Mudam said, Anukrosh Gunadama, Maitrim Samanadan, which says, not apay rabi bhuyate. Yes. So what are the three emotional needs?
Self worth,
self-worth when we preach. We
Then
feel that I am contributing self-worth. Then
relation. The third one was shelter, that much.
third one is shelter, shelter of the superiors. We all need shelter. Second one is self-expression. That means you just freely express yourself, what is in your heart. Because you can't express sometime to juniors your heart fully, right? Especially your struggle, that inspirations, challenges. The kind of expression we can have amongst equals, that may not be possible with, because we seek shelter of senior and we show compassion to juniors. But with equals, we can more freely exchange our emotions. So therefore, that these three needs every human has and should be, even all the devotees, and should be duly fulfilled. We should invest in the relationship at all three and fulfill these three needs. This is very important because otherwise the emotional vacuum will grow more inside. And we may think that we should transcend through devotion. But actually, Bhagavatam says fulfill those with the devotees. Right? Why? Just like if you feel hungry, you say, let me transcend hunger through devotion. Right? Let me chant Hare Krishna more. We don't do that. You need physical, strength by honoring prasadam. Similarly, we have emotional needs, and therefore those emotional needs should be fulfilled, right? In a proper way, in the way which Bhagavatam teaches. Therefore, Bhagavatam says, "Na tapaya rabbi bhuyate." You will transcend the tap, and we discuss what gives maximum tap to human beings are actually emotional, when the emotions are imbalanced, or emotional vacuum, or when the relationships are broken, that gives maximum tap. And they're also related to emotions, relationships. So therefore, one has to learn to also take care of one's emotional needs and not think that I should transcend them. Just like we don't think of transcending our physical needs, right? We are careful to take prasadam on time, healthy prasadam. Similarly, emotional needs also should be taken care of. Okay, so therefore, she expresses herself, Kunti Devi, and that is the fulfillment of her emotional needs. Then she glorifies further Krishna. Namaha Krishnaya Shuddhaya Brahmane Paramatmane Yogeshwaraya Yogaya Twamaham Sharanam Gata. So she takes shelter of Krishna. There are 5 names. I offer my obeisance to Krishna, and then there are 5 other qualities of Krishna, or the 5 other names of Krishna. One is Shuddhaya. Is it working? Huh? Hare Krishna. थोड़ा इसका वॉल्यूम कहाँ पे है? Can you all hear me clearly online?
Yes,
Okay, fine. So can someone recall what is the meaning of Shuddhaya? Namaha Krishnaya Shuddhaya. Without looking in your notes or notebook. Yeah, Namaha Krishnaya Shuddhaya. Shuddhaya means, yes, Samarpan Go Prabhu. Completely. Speak mic.
Completely pure.
Completely pure means
Not mixed by 3 modes like that.
yeah. Basically untouched by
3 modes.
3 modes, untouched by Maya. So Shuddhaya means one who is untouched by material energy. इसको थोड़ा, हाँ? या ये वाला यूज करूं माइक में? अच्छा, ये वो वायर सब रिलेटेड है. ओके, इसको थोड़ा सा अपने आप कम हो गया ये, मालूम है, लेकिन कहाँ से करना है?
कृष्ण
कुछ और ही ना अपसेट हो जाए, उनको बुला लेना अच्छा रहेगा. Okay, then Brahmane, Paramatmane, and Yogaya, they are all 3 in one line. Who will recall? Yes, remind me your name, Prabhu.
Sakshi Achyutadas.
Sakshi Achyut Prabhu. Yes, Sakshi Achyut Prabhu.
Brahmane means Gyanis.
Brahmane means worshipable
By Gyanis.
Gyanis.
And then
Paramatmane,
Paramatma means worshipable object of Ashtanga.
yes. Then Yogaya,
Means devotees.
by devotees.
Yes.
And then Yogeshwaraya.
Yes.
There is another fifth term, Yogeshwaraya. What does that mean? Who is the, yes? No. Yogeshwaraya means, yes,
who is the matlab, the Jnanis and yogis
and bhaktas,
does
who is the goal of all the yogis, whether they are Jnana yogis or Ashtanga yogis or Bhakta yogis.
his ultimate goal.
Okay, huh? Now fine. Okay, is okay? Brother Kripa Prabhu, you can hear एकदम clearly? Fine. थोड़ा सा बढ़ाइए, slow, थोड़ा सा. हाँ. Hare Krishna. Okay, Hare, is good. हाँ? ब्रह्म ने, परमात्मा ने, and yoga, he was the object of the Gyan yogis, Brahmavadis. Paramatma means the yogis, the object of worship for the yogis, Ashtanga yogis. Yogaya means connected to the devotees. So you are object of worship of devotees. Yogeshwaraya means of all the three yogis, you are the Ishvara, goal. Huh? The Yogeshwaraya, the internal Yogeshwaraya, you're not mentioning Yogeshwaraya, where the word yoga means all three now. Ishwaraya means Lord. Therefore, you are the goal or Lord of all the three, of all these three who worship you. So by Yogeshwaraya, the Lord of all the three or the goal of all the three worshippers are indicated. So Krishna's three names, as per those who worship him, the three yogis, by Yogeshwaraya, the goal of all three is indicated. Still not clear? Okay, sure. Okay. So these, therefore, there are, she said Namaha Krishnaya and then 5 more names of Krishna in this particular verse. Okay. And then after glorifying Krishna, again she began crying out, Praruvad Dukkhita. She again began crying out, and Praruvad means really, she cried out intensely. Cried out intensely before Akrura. And they both assured, Akrura and Akrura assured, gave some assurance to Kunti. What was that assurance? Can someone recall what was the assurance given to Akrura and Vidura to Kunti?
That he will surely protect.
Wait. You have to raise hand. Yes, Radha Kundi Hari Prabhu. Yes, now speak.
That he will definitely protect.
He will definitely protect. That is correct. Perfect answer. Yeah, remind me your name also.
Anant Vijay Das.
Anant Vijay Prabhu. Anant Vijay Prabhu. Yes.
Krishna is listening and he knows what is happening with Kunti. So
Also correct answer, not perfect. In this case, in the text of the verse, how did they just spoke number of things to assure in the context of the verse. In the context of the verse, yes, Arjuna Prabhu.
they said that actually your sons are not ordinary sons.
Yes. So her own grief is my sons, they're trying to kill my sons. No, they cannot be killed. Remember, they are born in extraordinary, they are extraordinary, they cannot be destroyed, don't worry. So that is even mentioned here. Although they spoke many words of assurance, but this is specific to this verse. Okay? So, Antmaya kuntim tat putrotpatti hetubhi. Your putra utpatti is not ordinary. They are born in extraordinary, therefore they are extraordinary. Okay, fine. Stayed for a few months. He heard from Kunti. He consoled Kunti. He observed the unjust behavior. He observed the envy, evil intention, and unjust behavior. And then he advised, before going, he advised Dhritarashtra. So, what is this first point of advice? Oh, there is something? Sorry? Oh, अच्छा, Arshini Mata ji, want to speak something? अच्छा, उनको म्यूट करना है, she is, oh, म्यूट करना है, okay, म्यूट कर दिया, okay. आपको मैं co-host बना दूं, co-host, हाँ? Should I make you co-host? Oh, चलो, it is of life. Okay, just one minute. Yes.
I don't know, suddenly white laptop और इसमें थोड़ा ये हो गया. Close to.
Voice reduced suddenly.
रिमूव कर दो, रिमूव कर दो, रिमूव कर दो. जो खुद को म्यूट नहीं करते उनको रिमूव कर
Okay. Okay, very well. Is it audible with the online devices? Fine. So,
Yes, bro.
fine. So, anyway, I remember once Maharaj sat and this mic system started responding like this. Maharaj said, I'm speaking to the mic is speaking to me, reciprocating with me. No, bhakti is reciprocation. And everything is personal in spiritual world. So, he's reciprocating. So, sometimes the mic wants to reciprocate, everything is reciprocal in the Lord's abode or everything is personal. Fine. Okay, so what is the first advice of Akrura to Dhritarashtra? What the very first few words? Can someone recall what some of the very first few words of Akrura to Dhritarashtra? Someone has not spoken yet. Someone has not yet spoken, whether online or on site. Okay, आपने तो बहुत आंसर दे दिए. Yashubji Prabhu, speak loudly close to microphone.
Actually, nobody is permanent here. Everybody is temporary.
Yeah, that was and that will be very late. Words. What is the opening words of Akriva? The very first beginning. Yes, Martin Prabhu, speak.
Maybe he praised him in one sense. Like,
No, what did he say?
your dynasty, something like that.
Okay. So,
Sound is not coming properly.
the sound is not proper. अभी तक
Now it is okay. It's
Alright.
okay. I think temporary.
एक मिनट एम्पलीफिकेशन थोड़ा कम कीजिए. हरे कृष्णा और थोड़ा कम कीजिए. और कम कीजिए. हरे कृष्णा. Is it okay now?
Yes, yes.
Yes, Prabhu. Now it is okay.
Okay, there's too much of a. Fine. Yes, Bhagavad Gita Prabhu. Okay, Vrat Krishna Prabhu wants to answer. Vrat Krishna Prabhu, what are one or two opening?
So he was appreciating and said that you be equal to your sons and the Pandu's sons because you are ruling the kingdom on Pandu's behalf. Now the sons have grown up, so you should give the kingdom to them. So in essence, this was the first.
Okay, good. So first of all, he begins by glorifying Gurunam Kirti Varma and he says, now that you occupy the throne, that means there is a sarcasm. You should not have, you occupy the throne, there is a necessity, but now you should have given. But still, though you are unethically or undharmically occupying the throne, still now if you act dharmically, still you will achieve success and perfection. Now you act dharmically. How now you act dharmically? Now, how you act dharmically? By being equal to the sons of Pandu also. If you treat the sons of Pandu equally, though you have usurped the kingdom, right, again dharma, but still now you act dharmically at least. Right? So that is this first words. Now you act dharmically, and we discussed Maharaj Yudhishthira, who was dharmic ruler, had three qualities. which are three very important qualities of any spiritual leader also. Can someone recall? There was anyone online? Can someone recall? Okay, Prabhu, over here. Yes. नहीं ठीक है अभी तक चल रहा है रखिए कोई बात नहीं चलो रखिए हो जाए अभी चल रहा है गाड़ी आज ठीक है मोटा मोटा काम हो रहा है
Das,
remind me of the-
Sri Chaitanya Chandra
Sri Chaitanya Chandra
Das.
okay yes
So Das, I remember. In that D is a king should have devotion for the Lord,
yes devotion for the Lord
is affection for the Praja.
affection for the citizens like the king should be
Father.
affectionate
Father.
like a father and
This is he should be selfless in service.
selfless in his service, not take any advantages of the position, selfless service. Yes, so these three qualities, when a ruler rules by dharma, he should be a dharmic ruler means devoted to the Lord, affectionate to his subjects, and selfless in service. That is das, servant leadership. These three qualities, and that is there in the verse 112.4. These three qualities are mentioned in verse 112.4 of Yudhishthira. You can see in 3 lines. Okay, so now you be a dharmic ruler. That is the first advice, treat equally. If you don't do that, what will happen? If you don't do that, what will happen? You will steep down in darkness. That means you will attain the dark hell. In this life also, yes. People will condemn in this life, and then later you will enter the darkness of hell. Right? So therefore, yes, you will enter the darkness of hell. And he says, well, my sons, they will save me. Right? They will help me out. So this Akrura says, Jiva alone, no one can help Jiva at the time of birth, death, and reaping the results of one's karma, whether it is happiness or distress. So no one can share your karma absolutely. Your sons, now you saying, I am nourishing my sons, they will help me. No. Absolutely. Karma is not shareable. At the time of birth, death, so you glide down to hell, you have to suffer the result of your evil karma. When you think I am doing for my son, then my sons will also share, or my son will help me. They won't be able to help you. And then another verse which you all recite, Ekaha pasutaye jantur eka e praliyate eko anubhuntate sukritam ek evacha duskritam. क्या हो गया आवाज गया इसका भी उसको कुछ ना कुछ होगा नहीं समझ नहीं वो also
Prabhuji, I wanted to ask something.
Hare Krishna. Sorry.
I wanted to ask something regarding this karma not shareable, Prabhuji.
Oh, okay, yes.
Yesterday also actually I wanted to ask this question.
Yes, you can ask now.
When we say that karma is not shareable,
Yeah.
then how does our spiritual master, he takes all our previous karmas? What is that potency or power that the spiritual master has that he's able to take the bad karmas of his disciple?
Yeah. So that is in line with, I would say, karmani nirbhati kintu ja bhakti bhajam. Right? Krishna can utilize karma. Therefore, on behalf of Krishna, because now the sincere disciple surrenders to Krishna through the guidance of spiritual master. So therefore, spiritual master with the potency of Krishna, takes the karma or neutralizing the karma. Now, Krishna doesn't give the full karma to the spiritual master, actually. Right? Krishna actually mostly neutralizes it. But to show that if you behave improperly, your spiritual master will suffer. Prabhupada would make the devotees cautious by saying that your spiritual master will suffer because of your bad karma. Right? So, but actually, Lord Chaitanya says to Vasudeva Thakur that Krishna will utilize the karma of all the jivas. Right? So, Krishna has that power, and therefore, spiritual master on behalf of Krishna does that seva. But it's not ordinarily shareable by anyone else. Right? Their friends, relatives, and so on. They cannot share the karma. Yes, Bhagavad Katha Prabhu. Take the microphone. When someone is in hellish condition, then you perform the shraddha and all that. Yeah.
But means Shraddha will be freed from that condition.
So how is that? When by doing shraddha, you are appeasing Lord Vishnu, basically. So it's a Lord's mercy which is going to help that person who is stuck because of that bad karma. So only again, this is shraddha on Vishnu Prasad. So we are feeding Vishnu Prasad through a system. So the forefathers get the Vishnu remnants. So by eating Vishnu remnants, that there is immense piety over there. So which neutralizes.
Here, Akbar is saying that your karma will not suffer. Your sons cannot help you in that condition. Is it because they cannot do this, so they can't help?
That's clear. That's clear. He said he calls, look, Putra means one who offers prasad to Vishnu, but your Putra envy the Vishnu. They want to only help you degrade more. Yeah, but they can't share karma in general. But yes, by offering prasadam to Vishnu and offering to the forefathers, but the forefathers can be helped this way. Again, there is Vishnu intervention.
By serving, Hare Krishna, by serving also spiritual master, we refine our karmas, no Prabhuji.
So, sorry, Mother Ansara speaking. I'm just informing everyone.
Actually, by serving spiritual master, we refine our karmas. We refine our karmas by serving a spiritual master also, na Prabhuji. And we are serving Vaishnavas and.
Yeah, that's all in bhakti only. Service to Guru, service to Vaishnava and bhakti. Karmani nirdhati kintu the bhakti bhajam. So bhakti has the only power to utilize the karma and destroy all karma. Only bhakti has that power. Fine, thank you. What you said is right. Okay, so yes. So he informs him that you alone will have to suffer. And then he also informed him that the temporary nature of the relationships. Right? You are so attached to your sons, but these all are temporary relationships. Right? Soon you will be forced to leave your body, to speak of the relationship with the body, and therefore understanding the temporary nature of the body, just to fulfill or just to make the body comfortable or bodily kinsman comfortable, one should not act like a debauchee and not give trouble to others. So that is advised by Akrura. So, and the Dhritarashtra, what is the first response of Dhritarashtra? Can someone recall the first response of Dhritarashtra? The words of, to the advice of Akrura. Yes, Radhakund Bihari Prabhu?
He says, he puts it on the Lord only. He says that Lord is all, he praises the Lord and he says that whatever he has planned, who can stop? In that way he goes.
Okay, one of the responses he says everything happens by the will of the Lord. Therefore,
so he says that he's an instrument.
That is one thing, yeah. But before before the very first response is he glorified Akrura. How does he glorify Akrura? Your mother Krishna Rupa? Unmute yourself and speak. Remember to unmute yourself whenever online devotees speak. First unmute yourself and then speak.
So he said that you are very gentle by heart and you are very, concerned. Always you have been concerned about our, welfare and as such. And that's how that this is Dhritarashtra responded to Akrura.
Okay,
But
yeah.
also was proud of his, he thought that I knew everything.
Yeah, both. So actually, he spoke externally. He externally spoke, internally he was very proud and he was thinking, who is he to advise me? But then he says, oh, gentle Akrura, who can be satiated by hearing your words? Yes, master of charity, he called me. You're the master of charity, Damodar Pr, master of charity. And you have given me such amazing charity, like a mortal who has got nectar to drink. Your charity to me is like nectar for the mortal. So he externally verifies while internally thinking that how dare you advise me? And he spoke with a diplomatic gravity, diplomacy, diplomatic. The Rashtra speaks. And then he actually on the ground said, I cannot give up my affection for my children. Therefore, and this is also the will of the Lord. This is also the will of the Lord as per. But when we discuss that, actually, one should not justify one's dharmic behavior by saying this is the will of the Lord. Because for Parikshit to garment Shami by the will of the Lord, but Parikshit never said it was the will of the Lord. He says, oh, Maya Nicha Manare with Kripan. What kind of niche karma have done? Right? So those who say their act is their unjust intention or unjust acts are the will of the Lord, that itself shows it is not the will of the Lord. Right? And because those for whom the Lord willed, what is their response? They take the full responsibility, basically. So in this way, it is quite self-contradictory, this kind of statement. The Lord.
Prabhu, here, can we ask a question here?
Yes,
One
Radha.
question. Radha Kunji,
Yes, Prabhu.
Prabhu, one question. With what authority, in the sense when you are giving advice, Akrura must have had felt some authority to give. Was it because Krishna sent him? What was the exact authority by which he would place himself in a position of advising Dhritarashtra?
Yeah, the authority is the messenger of Krishna.
Messenger of Krishna.
Yeah, he's a
Yes,
messenger
yes.
of Krishna. Right?
And
he's the
relationship, not relationship.
Relationship is the messenger of Krishna, then he has a status, he's like one of the ministers also in the government over there. So it's that status also.
He's not a king though.
No, he's the minister, not the king. Akrura is a minister in the government of Ugrasen.
Yes. Prabhu.
Okay, so like that. Okay, so yeah, so in this way, hearing from Dhritarashtra, advising him, consoling Kunti, assessing the situation, finally Akrura returns back to Mathura. And then he informs Krishna and Balram of the whole situation. Okay, so now we will begin chapter 50th. Krishna establishes Dwarka. So basically, from here onwards, begin the second half of the 10th canto, Dwarka Leela, 40 chapters. So this is the beginning where Krishna will create Dwarka. And you can say from this chapter or next chapter, because this is the intermediate overlap. So from here onwards, the part 2 of 10th canto, which is Dwarka Leela, is beginning. श्रीशुक उवाच अस्ति हि प्राप्तिश्च कंसस्य विश्यो भरतर्षभ मृते भरतरे दुःखार्ते यतुः स्म पितुर्गृहाम्. Yeah, translation. Sukadeva Goswami said, when Kamsa was killed, your heroic descendant of Bharata, his two twins, Asti and Tapti,
went to their father's house in great distress.
Okay, so this is now the storyline. This chapter will be only having a storyline, but there will so will relish storyline, right? So it's not that you have to always have lessons. So we can always relish Krishna's pastimes, how he enacts them. That is one thing. But here in Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, because now the part two of the first canto is beginning, the 10th canto, part two, he especially remembers the lotus feet of his Guru. He says, I remember the lotus feet of my Guru so that I can explain the part two of the 10th canto also properly. So we get some good insight over here. That means at every junction, right now here is a part two beginning. This is like a junction. At every critical point, every junction, we should remember and pray for the blessings of our spiritual master, Guru and Gauranga. So this is a very good attitude, a very good attitude which Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur teaches. So here specifically he invokes the blessings of his Guru to be able to again continue his service of commenting on Srimad Bhagavatam. So also it showed his dependence. Although he's such a great Acharya, he shows dependence upon his spiritual master, upon the Supreme Lord, for the purport of Bhagavatam to be revealed. So this is also a very good mood. We should approach the Bhagavatam like this only. We have no strength to understand Bhagavatam intellectually. Bhagavatam is revealed by the mercy of the Lord and spiritual master and Vaishnavas. So this is how we should approach Bhagavatam. Lord Chaitanya very beautifully he describes when he chastises Devanand Pandit, he says, Bhagavad Gyan. One of the things I can understand Bhagavatam. That person does not understand anything of Bhagavatam. Bhagavad Gyan, say na janaye Bhagavatera Praman. That person does not understand Bhagavatam at all. One who thinks I can understand Bhagavatam. But one who understands that Bhagavatam is achintya, right? Bhagavate achintya ishevaro buddhiyam. The Bhagavatam is achintya and this is Supreme Lord himself, Vibhu. Therefore, who can understand the Lord? Who can understand the Lord is Vibhu? Sejanaye Bhagavata Artha Bhakti Sar. That person understand the essential truth of Bhagavatam. No one can fully understand Bhagavatam actually, because Bhagavatam is Vibhu, infinite. Okay, so therefore this is the mood of Chakravarti Pad before he begins his commentary on the second part of 10th canto. These verses are there in Jagannath Bhagavat, chapter 21-24, I think, yeah, Madhya Leela. Chaitanya Bhagavat. No, Chaitanya Bhagavat verses. He chastises Devanand Pandit. So, Madhya Leela 21.24. Okay, please read the translations. Someone, yes, Chaitanya Prasad Prabhu. Take the microphone. Wait, take the microphone.
The women, they take shelter of children, so they are going to
So they went to their father's house. I'm not sure of the sociological context in the sense. We are daughters of Jarasandha. Did they had grown up children? Even if they had, they went to their father's house to complain. Okay. There's no reference, no? This is the sons of Kamsa. His brothers came and they were killed. So there is no reference of, first of all, the sons of Kamsa. So we don't know if they had grown up sons or not. Huh? And also, even if they are there, they want to complain also to their father. He's a powerful king, like revengeful, take revenge. That's what it is. So the main purpose. Fine. Okay. Yeah. Who would like to read translations? Read next few translations.
Second,
Yeah.
the sorrowful kings told their father, King Jarasandha of Magadha, all about how they had become widows.
Okay, that means the whole king. Yeah. Go ahead.
Hearing this odious news, O King, Jarasandha was filled with sorrow and anger, and he began the greatest possible endeavor to rid the earth of the Yadavas.
Okay. So now that was their main purpose of inciting their father. So Pura, the description was given in such a way as to incite the father. Pura mirchi masala tadka laga ke, right? It's like Suryapanaka incited Ravana. So similarly, they both incited the father, and he became very angry. And then he prepared 23 akshahonis to lay siege on Yadu capital. And in word to word meaning, the akshahoni, what is consist of? Basically, five, one akshahoni, we have to remember, there are five groups of soldiers. 21870 are, are 21870 are elephants and charioteers. Soldiers who fight on elephants and charioteers. Separate. 21870 separately. And then similar, then 3 times are on horses and 5 times of that are on foot. So 4 divisions. The elephants, charioteers. Elephant, charioteers, horses, and walking. 4 division. So those who are in elephant and charioteers are 21870. 3 times on that are cavalry soldiers who are on horses. 5 times are on foot. Okay. So basically 1135. 1135. 1 and 1 means 780.
We have that much same India.
We have that much?
That much military we have India.
India. I don't know. इंडिया में कितना अक्षौहिणी है तो पता कीजिए. Okay. Yeah, 23. That means on foot there were around 25 lakh soldiers on foot, approximately, and 3/5 of that on horses and 1/5 of that on chariot and elephants. We go to the next text 5 and 6.
Yes.
We can recite the verse 4, 5, and 6. Nirikshatad, you can read within me. Nirikshatad balam Krishna, Udvela sagaram, Sopuram tena sambuddham, Sojanam jabhaya kulam, Chintanas bhagavan, Hrivi karana manushaha, Taddesh-kala Swavatar Prayojanam.
Although Lord Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, is the original cause of this world, when he descended to the earth, he played the role of a human being. Thus, when he saw Jarasandha's assembled army surrounding his city like a great ocean overflowing its source, and when he saw how this army was striking fear into his subjects, the Lord considered what his suitable response should be according to the time, place, and specific purpose of his current incarnation.
Okay. So the thing that is highlighted here is seeing such huge army uh, coming and surrounding Mathura, Chintayam as Bhagavan. The Lord wondered what should be done. सोच में पड़ गए भगवान चिंतया मात भगवान So the question is raised, Vishwanath Thakur and the disciples of Prabhupada here in the purport, they raise the question that what is the need for the Lord to wonder? He is the source of everything. And the next line answer, Harihi Parana Manushaha. This is Lord, human-like pastime. Human-like pastime. Therefore, the Lord enacts that role perfectly well. But then he is not utterly human, that also is there. But there is a special flavor to his human-like pastime. And then he says, okay, so how should I act? What should I do which is suitable to Deshakal, suitable to the time and the place, and suitable to our avatar, so avatar Parivajanam. So in this way, the Lord contemplates, he wonders. Yeah. So the disciple of Prabhupada here very beautifully describes. This says, I just I would request one of you to read it out. For your question first, read out the purport.
The Acharyas, the Acharyas point out that Supreme Godhead did not have to worry about a mortal attack from Jarasandha and his soldiers. But as stated here, Sri Krishna was playing the part of a human being, Karana Maharshi, and he played the part well. This play is called Leela, the Lord's enactment of spiritual pastimes for the pleasure of his devotees. Although ordinary persons may be dumbfounded by Lord's pastimes, the devotees derive tremendous pleasure from his inimitable style of behavior. Thus, Srila Sridhar Swami points out that Sri Krishna thought as follows: how should I defeat Jarasandha? Should I kill the army but not Jarasandha? Or should I kill Jarasandha and take the army for myself? Or perhaps I should just kill both of them. Lord Krishna's conclusion is described in the following verses.
Okay, so first of all, the Leela word is very beautifully described. What is Leela? The Lord's enactment of spiritual pastime for the pleasure of his devotees. A very profound definition of the Leela. So, so if you have to describe Leela, Leela means the enactment of spiritual pastime for the pleasure of his devotees. And therefore, the devotees derive tremendous pleasure from his inimitable style of behavior. ये भगवान का style है. Right? एकदम चिंता में पड़ गए. So this, the way the Lord enacts Leela, it gives great pleasure to the devotees. It endures the Lord to the devotees. Okay, so this answers the question raised, which is Chintayamas Bhagavan. My pencil. Yes. So there was a question by Chaitanya Chandra Prabhu also. Yes, first you can ask Chaitanya Chandra Prabhu.
Harish,
Yes.
number of Akshoni. So generally we tell that in Mahabharata 64 crore soldiers were killed like that. That number if I have calculating, it comes something 4 crore.
Oh, yeah. Somehow at 18 Akshawanis were given one place, at another place, the number is given in crores, huge number is given. And there are two different places.
18 Akshoni is there, then it is 4 crore.
18 Akshawanis come to 4 crore?
Yeah. Like this we calculate, na, this one number is given here, this 20.
23 Akshawanis. Yeah.
In one Akshoni, 21,000 soldiers and like that, if we calculate.
In one Akshawani, probably 2 lakhs.
2 lakhs, yeah, and then into 18.
Yeah. So it was only 40 lakhs.
40 lakhs.
36 lakhs. 18 Akshawani will have around 40 lakhs, right? Not 4 crores. 40 lakhs.
40 lakhs.
Approximately 40 lakhs. Not 4 crore. Huh? chariot drivers. Anyway, yeah, there is this at another place. Another place, the number is given in crore of people died. At another place, and in one place it is mentioned only 18 Akshahonis. The war was the total 1107, 18 Akshahonis. I don't know how to reconcile the two. Mahabharat version is at place Mahabharat only mentions. Yeah, at place it mentioned that uh, could be we have only few tools to reconcile. Kalpapur is one, right?
Contradiction between this.
Yeah. There are such contradictions. There are such contradictions. Yeah. So anyway, some certain things which can't be reconciled, so don't reconcile, right? Because because Prabhupada says at one place, because we may spend a lot of energy trying to reconcile, and at the end of the day, it doesn't matter at all. In the sense, it doesn't matter in the sense to, yes, maybe from the research point of view, we have to represent some way, speak, publish a paper, research paper, then it may matter. But otherwise, for the devotees who either relish Krishna's pastime or to increase our devotion to Krishna, these things will not matter. VC says, with the route Krishna took to reach Dwarka. He says Krishna came by this route, that route. He said, those who are researchers, then do deep research, you are happy Krishna has reached Dwarka and he is with the devotees now. Right? So their Prabhupada kind of gives the hint that we sometimes may not spend too much energy to reconcile certain details, which are quite difficult to reconcile. Yeah, but if there is some research or something, then we may spend time. Fine. This how it is. Yes.
I wanted to understand, like here it is mentioned that Krishna as a human pastime is thinking like that. Otherwise, how Lord thinks? Means for any activity has to be done just by because whether he thinks that okay, just by Icha and everything is getting done. That is we know that all the Shaktis are doing. So now here Lord is personally participating in the fight. So he also must be planning, like I said, everything. So not only as a human, I'm asking as a supreme personality of Godhead.
No, when he's playing the part of human, he's mainly doing that part only. Okay, so see, the pastime of the Lord are conducted by his Yogamaya potency, actually. So Yogamaya potency only covers the Lord knowledge of, that I'm omnipotent and I'm omniscient. It covers the knowledge to facilitate the pastime at a human level. But when she feels that now this should be revealed to him, she reveals, at times she either conceals the Lord in Yogamaya or Yogamaya Shakti reveals to him. And the time when the Lord reveals it. So therefore, the Lord's pastime are orchestrated by the Yogamaya Shakti in the best possible way, which will bring the best excitement for the Lord and for the devotees. To enhance the pleasure to the utmost degree, the Yogamaya engineers. Engineering means best optimization. So this carried out by, so the Lord doesn't have to, he just relishes, and the Yogamaya works on. So she covers a lot of knowledge at times, and the Lord is behaving like a human, and at times, Chakra, he will raise his hand. That time he will call that. So like that. Those are the pastimes of the Lord are enacted. With the being engineered by Maya, being assisted by Maya. And as assistant role means she takes the predominant role. That's how the Lord subject himself. Just like the Lord subject himself to his mother's care now. He becomes controlled by the mother's love. Similarly, So Lord Vasudev will his pastime are managed or orchestrated by Yogamaya potency. Okay. Yes, Chaitanya Prasad Prabhu.
Prabhuji, just want to understand between this tattva and rasa. See, when we say that the person having the energies is superior to the energies. But in the enactment of rasas, we see Yogamaya really puts the Lord and in many leelas. So, are we to always see this rasa and tattva as no distinct, and there is little dissonance of Lord's behavior through this, in the sense of Lord is superior. He's the possessor of all energies.
Yes.
At the same time, when we see that the energies can dominate Lord to enhance the rasa, of course, we say that.
That is what Lord desires. You also want somebody to be superior to you, superior ways, when you don't relish some rasa which are relish rasa when you become inferior to somebody. There's another rasa in that. So Lord is Rasaraj, he wants to relish all kinds of rasas. So who's going to play superior role to the Lord? His energy will living. Everything that exists. So we really have to play that role. And that role is also eternally existing also. But the Lord eternally is the rasa. So therefore, because the Lord wants to relish the rasa of being dependent on his devotees, being cared for by his devotees, that exists eternally. And he relishes that rasa also.
It means
But he remains superior.
yeah.
Because by his own desire, Yogamaya
Okay.
acts in a superior way.
So not to be bereft of that pleasures which are available to those who are seeking shelter or something. So Lord can place himself like that's how.
He expands the variety of rasas. Okay. Yeah. Okay, fine. So I think we will take a 15 minutes break here. We'll resume at 12:32. Fine. So, 12:30. Okay, 12:30. Okay, 12:30 का 32 to 35 to होने वाला है. Okay, but still, we'll respect 15 minutes. I'll be here back. Okay, Hare Krishna. So, we'll resume after the break.
Prabhu, can I start with a question?
Hare Krishna. Okay, yes, Radhakund Bihari Prabhu, please.
Yeah, Prabhu, I don't know whether something is wrong with me or you please correct my understanding. Again and again, I feel the same thing. Uh, that everything is his game. Even the bad is his creation only, and the good is his creation, both two sides of the same coin. Because so many times in the Shastra, we have seen that going to Devaloka or Swarga is as good as going below. It's both pleasure only. Yeah, they are devotees, but they are affected, and it's the final thing is apavarga, the basically um, the parodharma. The dharma is also to be rejected because it is based on desire, kama, kama, dharma, artha, kama. Because of kama, artha, because of artha, how dharma or adharma, like that. So dharma is also to be rejected. Of course, materially motivated. So dharma, of course, is there because materially motivated kama is there. So all in all, finally, dharma, adharma, all these dualities finally seem all to be encapsulated in the game of Krishna only. I mean, it's like two sides of the same coin, and nothing seems to be that drastically different. Oh, is something wrong with me or my understanding? That that finally we have to get about this duality, whether it is dharma or adharma. and we have to get above this duality. That's the only truth,
Yes.
the Paradharma.
So, I mean, it is, you should understand that while we are encapsulated in the body, say like we have to get out of the body, okay? Like you say, dharma, good or bad is like good health and bad health. What do you want? Good health, bad health, or get out of the
Good
body?
health. Good health, of course, yes.
I want to transcend both good and bad health and have a, you know, eternal good health in spiritual world,
Yes.
right? But in order to transcend this material world, which is better, having good health or bad health?
Both are,
In order to
yeah, in general, yes, good health, Prabhu.
yeah.
But sometimes bad health moves us to, like Kunti Maharani is saying, if you keep us in difficulty, see, if we are very comfortable, I am
Yeah.
living in a house with child, and if you are comfortable, there also it is like poison.
So there,
Uh,
yeah. So therefore, in general, for people in general, what is more conducive, or in order to even execute devotional service, we need good health. Right? For most
yes,
people, we can't. So therefore,
yes, yeah, yes,
we have to use dharma. We have to act as per dharma to transcend both dharma and adharma. But while we are in
so
this,
somewhere, so somewhere dharma is the upper hand. Somewhere, I mean, dharma has a upper. It's not two sides of the same coin.
conditioned state, we have to act as per dharma so that
Uh,
we transcend both dharma and adharma.
uh,
We have to act, we have to use this body to transcend body. And in general,
and-
we have to utilize this body is temporary, to achieve something permanent.
yes,
Okay, so while we are in this conditioned state, we have to have a discretion in which way to act, but ultimately transcend it. So
yes,
therefore, yeah, so therefore, while we are conditioned, it is important for us to understand how to act properly,
yes,
right? So that two things, if we act properly, we will transcend fast, and we will not create undue miseries for us and others. Undue
yes,
difficulties, undue miseries, because though they are dualities, but we are experiencing, the soul experiences pain in this material world.
yes.
Okay.
Yes. So overwhelmingly, basically, even Prahlad Maharaj's prayers show Chetatha Vimukha Chetaso Indriyartha.
Yeah.
So basically, so lower modes we have to get out of, that is adharma,
Yeah.
and go to the higher modes, which is the dharma,
Yes.
and slowly get out of there also. So
Yes.
it is not two sides of the same coin, but it is serially hierarchically above. So does that mean then that Devaloka,
When you say they are two sides of the same coin, also, that is from an absolute perspective. While we are in
absolute perspective?
from
Yes,
absolute perspective, so you know, uh, what is good, what is bad, because they both keep us in the material world.
yes,
What is ultimately, what is the difference between good and bad? They both keep us in the material world. So from absolute perspective, but we cannot take the absolute perspective because we are not there. Yes,
yes,
our goal. We are in the
yes,
conditioned state, therefore, we have to act, what is favorable for us to transcend and go out. Once you go
uh,
out, if you are situated there, they can say, what is the difference between good and bad in this world? Because they both keep us entrapped here.
yes,
Right? So one is absolute perspective, but then in order to transcend the dualities, we have to understand what is favorable for us.
yes.
Okay, so therefore we accept what is favorable so that we transcend both the dualities.
So, but finally, the prayer is always going to be put us in any situation. Don't leave us forgetting you, and always keep us thinking.
Yeah, that is ultimate goal.
Yeah, whichever situation the case may be,
Yeah.
whether good health or bad health, whatever leads us to you.
Health is one thing, but still acting as per dharma and dharma. So therefore, or acting in the mode of goodness rather than passion and ignorance. The mode of goodness is, though it is also binding, it is close to the pure mode of goodness, which is Vishuddha Sattva. And it's from that
So yes, then yes. And but Vritrasura, the story is a little different. So there are some singularities, that's all, but they are not in general.
Yeah, well, separate story we can discuss later. Each story has many different angles. But in this material world, we should choose a situation which will help us, or we should act in such a way which will help us transcend the dualities.
Yes. Okay.
Okay. Hare.
Hare Krishna.
Yes, Chaitanya Prasad.
We say the purpose of Lord's appearance is to reclaim those in mode of goodness that in first canto.
Okay.
In the very so it is the Lord chooses the mode of goodness people for reclaiming. He can choose any modes, but from the side of the Jiva's practice, they have to situate in mode of goodness. Strive.
To reclaim, he wants to reclaim all, but those who are studying the mode of goodness, they take to Krishna consciousness the first in general, or they may they're more inclined to accept spiritual practice at times it has been seen. So in general, mode of goodness is conducive and favorable. But for some people, exceptions are there. It could be more binding also. Sometimes those in the steeped in the mode of ignorance and passion may also take up to devotional service. For whatever reason.
When we say which mode is superior, it is mostly from the side of Jiva, no?
Yeah, mostly from the side of Jiva. But the Lord mercy can uplift anyone. So the Lord gives his teaching, gives his mercy, those who are in the mode of goodness. Primarily, they accept it with their closer. There are greater chances of them accepting it.
It doesn't refer to only practitioners or like.
It doesn't refer to
those who practice, but they come to mode of goodness.
Yeah, the modes refer to practitioner only. But the modes are in relation to practitioner only.
So when we say Lord descends in that question of Karishis, answer is told to reclaim those in the mode of goodness. So does that mean that Lord is looking at practitioners or sadhaka bhaktas or no?
It will be well there it will be the Lord. I want to just see that verse exactly in what context that is used. Probably that would be for the devotees also, like Pritana Sadhana. It could be the similar need. Those who are devotees of the Lord comes for their sake, perform beautiful pastime, and devotees become more attached to him. So it could be Pritana Sadhana, the same thing. And devotees are naturally in the mode of goodness or poor goodness.
Like when Lord descends, there are many people who get benefited. Many are getting delivered, like those who saw Lord in the
yes.
Many are so told. But Lord is it means that intentionally comes to deliver, reclaim those who are in goodness or take devotees back. And what happens is just a side.
Well, no, that's what I'm saying, that we'll see a particular purport of what is Prabhupada and Chakravarti Path says, where Sutta Goswami was. But yes, the Lord comes. His internal purpose of that descent, as being mentioned over here. We'll be studying here in this series of verses only that the Lord comes to Vittanaya Sadhana Vinashayati Duskritam, to help the sadhus, to protect them, punish them, and to destroy the miscreants, which is very clear. But even the deeper purpose is pointed out, Shravana Smaran Arhani, is to initiate the path of devotional service. So in which context is that being quoted? We'll have to just refer it once. Okay, so when Lord is contemplating, we just discussed up to the point where the Lord contemplated. Okay, can someone just recall the meaning of Leela as close as possible. As close as possible to what we just studied. Yes, Prabhu, tell me your name. Second coming Prabhu, yes. That of the pastimes for the pleasure of his devotees. Okay, good. The enactment of spiritual pastimes. So Lord's enactment of spiritual pastimes for the pleasure of devotees. This is a nice definition of Leela. Okay. And Lord's does in wonderful style. Leela is also performed in a beautiful style to enhance the pleasure. So these are the thoughts of the Lord. How should I kill Jarasandha? Just the army, just him, or both? What is the best thing to do? And then we concluded in verse 7 and 8. Okay, so read the translation of 7 and 8. The Supreme Lord, since it is such a burden on the earth, I will destroy Jarasandha's army, consisting of Akshahunis of foot soldiers, horses, chariots, and elephants, which the king of Nagar has assembled from all his subservient kings and brought together here. But Jarasandha himself should not be killed, since in the future he will certainly assemble another army. So, this is in line with So Avatar Prayojanam. He has come to destroy all the renewable burden. And now Jarasandha is going to bring all the enemy and king. वो सबको लेके आएंगे मेरे पास. He is becoming a great help to the Lord. Right? So as the disciple of Prabhupada right here, Jarasandha was so enthusiastic to bring all the demons to the Lord's front door. वो सबको इकट्ठा करके भगवान के द्वार पे लेके आएंगे and then Krishna can easily destroy. Therefore, Jarasandha becomes an instrument for So Avatar Prayojanam. Text 9. एतदर्थोऽवतारोऽयम्
एतदर्थोऽवतारोऽयम्
भूभारो हिरणाय मे
भूभारो दत्ताय मे
संरक्षणाय साधूनां
संरक्षणाय साधूनां
कृतो निशां वधाय च.
कृतोऽन्येषां वधाय च. This is the purpose of my present incarnation, to relieve the earth of its burden, to protect the pious and kill the impious.
Okay, so this is Etad Arthovatarayan. My prayojan is Bhubhar Haranaya, to remove the burden, and Samrakshanaya Sadhunam. Same thing we just discussed. Paritanaya Sadhunam and Vinashaya Duskritam. The two lines are same. So, actually, Kunti also gives similar reason for the law of descent. And but then she describes, actually, the main reason, or the most important reason for Krishna to descend is inaugurate the path of Shravan, Kirtan, Smaran, and Arhan worship. It's the same as Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu, Smaranam, Padasevanam, the first four. So, and this Bhubhar Hara is external reason. And the deeper understanding is Krishna doesn't do it personally. The Vishnu who merges with Krishna, right, who is Shivaksha Vishnu, he is Amsha, he does it. Is it clear? I think due to network or something, connecting again. So, देखते हैं. You are disconnected. ये डिस्कनेक्ट हो गया. मेरा कनेक्ट है, दिखा रहा है. अच्छा, उसके थ्रू you can see me with the image. Oh, अच्छा, but okay. Okay, fine.
We can see.
Okay,
We can see.
you are able to hear and see me.
Yes, Prabhu.
Okay, I am not able to. Never mind. ये थोड़ा एक बार दोबारा लॉग इन कर दीजिए आप यहाँ से अर्जुनेश्वर को. Fine, so we'll continue. So, although this is mentioned, but Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami says, Swam Bhagavan karma nahi bhari. Swam Bhagavan doesn't come for bhar. This is not his portfolio. Sthiti karta Vishnu karma jagata palan. So the Vishnu Amish does all this. The Lord mainly comes to inaugurate the path of Shravan Smarna Arhani Christian iti Keshana. Bhavesmin Krishnamana Nam Avidya Kama Karma Bhi. So in this bhava, which is Krishnamana Nam, so many difficulties. And the bhav is described actually when he says samsara. Samsara means a samsara chakra. So imagine a circle and put in this 4 circles on 4 corners. What is samsara? Bhagavatam describes avidya, kam, karma, kaya. These 4 things. Samsara is, and they repeatedly. Order of ignorance, we have desire to enjoy, kama, and we perform those activities, acts of enjoyment, karma, and then kaya. And then it continues. The avidya continues, vidya, kama, karma, kaya. That is samsara. So here also is mentioned that in this samsara, which is avidya, kama, karma, the Lord comes to give a path to break this samsara chakra, which is Shravan Smarana Arhani, to inaugurate this path. सर दूसरा कनेक्ट कर दिया ओके फाइन ओके फाइन इज गुड ये वीडियो स्टॉप कर देंगे read the translation. I also assume other bodies to protect religion and to end irreligion whenever it flourishes in the course of the time. Okay, so the Lord has come. Krishna's portfolio is slightly different, but still, he also does Bhar Haran. But I also come in other forms like Nrsimha, Varaha, right? Also, Haigriva, the Lord comes in various other avatars to protect religion and to end religion. And it's mentioned as, so I will describe some storyline. As Lord Govinda was thinking in this way, 2 effulgent chariots descended from the sky. And it's mentioned, Rathav upasthito sadhya sasuto saparichado. There were drivers and all the equipments, everything. Fully furnished chariots. They descended from where? From the sky. And mentioned sky with Lukhase, where was original. They came from the Lord's abode, which is here mentioned as Vaikuntha. Mentioned as Vaikuntha. So, can Goloka be called Vaikuntha? In the generic sense of the term, Vaikuntha. Vaikuntha is Vaikuntha. In Goloka also there is Vaikuntha. So sometimes in a generic way, the Vaikuntha plant can also be called as Vaikuntha. Okay, yes.
I was just thinking about this because only Krishna doesn't fight. This is Vishnu Avatar who fights.
Yeah.
Then I thought Vaikuntha makes no sense because Vishnu fights.
Vishnu fights.
So the chariots equipped with weapons would not be there in Vaikuntha. This is how I was taking it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not exactly clear where did they come from. Could be already said that the Vishnu fights. That is to say, that is, sorry, what is it? Okay. Okay. Yeah. But even if they would come from Goloka, would it be Rasavas? I'm not really sure. Uh, yeah, because the oh, okay. Yeah, Krishna doesn't need a chariot in that part, but there is a Dwarka and Mathura also division of the Goloka. So there it's possible that way. In Vrindavan, part of the uh, Goloka, but they really Krishna doesn't ride chariot. Hmm? The chariot is used from Dwarka part only. Okay. So, text 12.
Hare Krishna. The Lord's eternal divine weapons also appeared before him spontaneously. Saying these, Sri Krishna, Lord of the senses, addressed Lord Shankarshan.
Okay, so now it's Balramji who got involved. Yeah, read.
The Supreme Lord said, My respected elder brother, see this danger which has beset your dependents, their rules, and see, dear master, how your personal chariot and favorite weapons have come before you. The purpose for which we have taken birth, my lord, is to secure the welfare of your devotees. Please now remove from the earth the burden of these 23 armies.
Lord is speaking to Balram in a very respectful way and saying, look how your dependents are being beset with danger, or they are facing the danger. What does this show? What these words of Krishna show? Your dependents, these Yadus, you have to now remove the burden of the earth. Yes. Krishna himself is there. Yes, Prabhu. Tell me your name once. Pranat Pran Prabhu, yes.
This is my speculation. Because Krishna himself feels that I am from Nanda Maharaj and Yashoda. So I feel like that because I'm more of Balramji has a straight connection with Vasudev. So he is maybe selling. I am from Nanda, it's your family.
Okay, so Prahlad Pran Prabhu, he said that I am a cowherd boy mainly. You belong to Kshatriya. You will be all the fighting.
So once before also, Krishna speaks like this, putting Balram on top when Kubja is there, and that time it is said that sometimes Krishna just likes to address others as per their nature, and because he is elder brother, he wants to give respect. He reciprocates with different people in different ways,
Okay.
just in the way they want it. He knows exactly, and so he does it for fun also sometimes, though he knows he's the supreme.
Okay, so yeah, there could be different ways of seeing. Uh, but yeah, one way I see is that how the Lord with respect and wants to give credit to his elder brother. Right? They are all dependent on you and you remove. So giving respect and credit to his elder brother. That's one way to see it. Yes, Mother Prabhu. Encouraging Balram. Yeah. Yeah. So encouraging him and asking him assistance also. Right. Yeah, so different ways of looking at it. 15. Read the translation.
After Lord Krishna has thus invited his brother, the two Dasaraha, Krishna and Balram, wearing armor and displaying weapon, go out of the city in the chariot. Only a very few small
contingent of soldiers accompanying him.
Okay, so basically, here the word brothers are referred to as Dash or Has. Sometimes they refer to as Vrishni, sometimes as Yadavas, and Yadus. So basically, they are different prominent kings in the same dynasty, and their descendants become known by them. So, like say, we are all Gaudiya Vaishnavas, Brahma, Madhva, Gaudiya Vaishnavas, and then we are Rudanugas, and we are Prabhupada, right? So like that. So different prominent acharyas or here prominent kings. After them, the dynasty becomes celebrated. So that's why another great king, Vishnu, another great king, Devi, another great king. So it's like that. Text 16.
As Lord Krishna came out of the city with Daruka at the ruins of his chariot, he blew his consul, and the enemy soldier heart began to tremble with fear.
Okay, so now Krishna and Balaram are coming out of the city, Mathura to fight. And just the blowing of the consul created the fear in the hearts of the opposite party. And when Jarasandha sees Krishna and Balaram, he speaks this word, text 17, the scene, both of them. Tam aha mani deviksha, Hare Krishna Purushadhanam, Napayam Ichami, Balam Kim Vinajyam, Yukten Hita Amanga,
Jarasandha looked at the two on his side. O Krishna, lowest of men, I do not wish to fight alone with you, since it would be a shame to fight with a mere boy. You fool who keep yourself hidden, O murderer of your relatives, go away. I will not fight with you.
Okay, so Jarasandha kind of saying that to fight with you will build my status. I don't want to fight with you also. Right? So that's how he wants to like insult Krishna. But there is another meaning. Now, all these blasphemous words have alternate meaning. How is that? Because Mother Saraswati is the goddess of learning. No one can, she's the goddess of speech. So she's the one who can control, right? Has a final control. So when they want to blaspheme, she manifests or suggests such words which they use. They feel very satisfied that we have chastised Krishna. But then there is another hidden meaning by Mother Saraswati where she takes the opportunity to glorify Krishna. To understand this, like someone throw the tomato at the devotees, devotee catch it and make it offering, make tomato chutney and offer to Krishna. Right? They want to throw that tomato, but to kind of have abuse or something. But the devotee may use it to make offering to Krishna. Right? Make some tomato chutney offer to Krishna. So that's devotee expertise. So therefore, Mother Saraswati, who is a devotee, her expertise is to use these abuses to make a offering to Krishna. This is Mother Saraswati's glory, her expertise. So therefore, Krishna's Kaviraj Goswami beautifully says, Yache Indra Datyadi Kare Krishna Rabhratsan. Indra also included in the same category. Yache Indra Datyadi Kare Krishna Rabhratsan. Say Shabde Saraswati Kare Nastavan. So Saraswati takes the same word and offer a glorification. And then Krishna's Kaviraj Goswami gives this verse as an evidence. Same verse. He says, Jorasam Deka He Krishna Purusho Adham. Pardon me, Purusho Adham. Jorasam कह रहे हैं पुरुष अधम नहीं है. Jorasam Deka He Krishna Purusho Adham. Jorasam De Naam Jin. I will not fight with you. Go away, O you Bandhu Hani. Okay, so now Krishna Kaviraj Goswami explains what the meaning of Saraswati is. Okay, without looking at the commentary, or if you have already read the commentary just now, then you don't speak. Tell me the meaning of Purush Abham. What is the Saraswati's intention? What the Saraswati means by the word Purush Abham? Someone, anyone online, raise their hand. Meaning of Purush Abham.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, can I answer?
Okay, who is speaking?
Krishna Rupa Devidas.
Okay, your video is not on, is it? Or is it on?
Prabhuji, actually, I was having lunch and
Okay, no problem, no problem. Okay, fine. Yeah. You can speak.
yeah.
Purush Abham.
Those who are not equal to Krishna means they are lower than Krishna. Those who are,
Fine, good. Who all Purushas are Abham.
yeah, those who are not superior to Krishna.
Yes, so basically Abham means lower. So compared to him, all other Purushas are Abham. यहाँ है पे अन्य पुरुष सकल अभम. Compared to him, all other Purushas are Abham. So यहाँ है पे अन्य पुरुष सकल अभम. सही है पुरुषाभम सरस्वती अभम. This is the meaning of Saraswati. जिसके कंपैरिजन में सभी पुरुष अभम है, वो पुरुष अभम है. What is the meaning? पुरुषोत्तम. What is the meaning of पुरुषोत्तम? जिसके कंपैरिजन में सभी पुरुष अभम है, that person is पुरुषोत्तम. मेरा मीनिंग रिवर्स हो गया सरस्वती ने ऐसा. Saraswati intended meaning. Okay, so when he says, okay, so all Purusha are Abham compared to you. Not one Yadham Ichhami. Therefore, I don't want to fight with you because you are the best. No one can match you. And I'm very disqualified to fight. That is the intended meaning. Bale Nikena Lajjaya. You are just a boy. The external meaning is you are simply a boy. And Balaam, according to Vishwanath Thakur, is refers to Brahma, who is Krishna's son. Brahma is one of your boy. Brahma is also referred to as Ka, Manaka Prishtam. Ka is referred by Brahma. Ka term referred to Brahma. So Brahma is just one of your boys. That means all the Lord of the universe are like subservient your children. And who can fight with you? I am ashamed to fight with you, or I cannot fight with you. Ka means Kavi. So Adi Kavi is Brahma. Child. So Brahma is one of a child. Brahma is son of Lord. And Brahma is the Lord of the universe. So all the Lord of the universe are subservient to you. And we can fight with you. That is the meaning of Balamikana. And he said, Lajjaya, I am ashamed to fight because I am very sinful and disqualified. That is the meaning of Lajjaya. And Guptan, you are in everyone's heart and was invisible. So therefore, for another reason, I do not want to fight with you. Who will fight with an invisible enemy? Guptan. He toya manda. The toya manda, संधि विच्छेद में toya manda, toya amanda. संधि विच्छेद में दोनों word possible हैं. Therefore, it applies toya amanda. Amanda means the most intelligent. Manda means dull. The most alert. Now let's see yahi bandhu. I want to fight with you, bandhu, because you're bandhu. External meaning is pillar of relative. Who relative? Kamsa. But again, बंदी सभा रहता थे अविद्या बंदी है जो सबको बांध के रखे उसको बंदी मिलते हैं और तो कौन सबको बांध के रखी है जगत में अविद्या ये फिर अविद्या नाशक बंधु हम शब्द कहे तो वन हु डिस्ट्रॉयड द विद्या इज बंधु हम therefore I do not want to fight with you, he's saying, O Lord who destroys all ignorance. That means I will not waste your time. You deliver all the living entities. Why should I waste your time? You are Bandhu. You show mercy to all the living entities and not waste time in fighting with me. वो कितना सुंदर मीनिंग हो गया हाँ समझ गए थे हाँ दिस इज Chaitanya Charitamrita. This is CC Antalila 5th chapter verse 136 onwards of Antalila chapter 5 verse 136 onwards. Okay, so therefore this is a very beautiful by Saraswati. Then he addresses Lord Ram. Read the translation.
You, Rama, should gather your courage and fight with me. If you think you can do it, you may either give up your body when it is cut to pieces by my arrows and thus attain to heaven, or else kill me.
So he considers Balaram a fit match. So you can fight with me. You may give up your body when cut to pieces by my arrows, or you may kill me. And here, according to Sridhar Swami and also Vishwanath Thakur, Jarasandha suspected that Lord Balaram's body is invincible, but actually no one can kill him. Therefore, he said, or you kill me. Thus he offered what might be more practical alternative, which is you kill me. And then he says, Hitva va bashranas chinnam veham suryahi mam yahi. Another meaning Vishwanath Thakur says, you go away to Vaikuntha and leave my body who was cut by arrows to pieces here. That's another meaning. The first meaning is that I will cut your body and then you will attain Swarga to pieces. You know, Swarga also referred to Vaikuntha. The word Swarga also refers to Vaikuntha. So you go to your abode and leave my body cut to pieces over here. That's another meaning. Okay, so now Lord Krishna answers the challenge. Shri Bhagavan Vivacha Nai Shura Vikattante Varshante Vapaurusham Nadi Cheraja Aturasya Vimirshutaha. Translation. The Supreme Lord said, real heroes do not simply boast, but rather show their prowess in action. We cannot take seriously the words of one who is full of anxiety and who wants to die. Okay, so in a Kshatriya way, Lord answers, so don't keep boasting, show your prowess in challenge, in action. So then the army begins to march. So there is the description of fight, which I will summarize. So the Jarasandha army is so huge, when Jarasandha army marched forward, it described that Krishna, Balaram and their army was totally covered. Just like he said, just like the wind may cover, wind or a cloud may cover the sun, or the dust may cover the fire. So wind brings the cloud and the sun may be covered, or the dust may sometimes cover a fire. Therefore, in that way, Krishna and Balaram army was covered. So this example shows actually cloud only cover the vision. Cloud can't cover the whole sun, actually speaking. Therefore, Krishna and Balaram cannot be covered. So it seemed like the example shows it's apparent. It looked Krishna and Balaram had been covered. Then text 21 describes the women became very anxious to see when they could not see when the army of Jarasandha covered up to Dashanas, Krishna and Balaram. The women became very anxious and they were struck with grief and they were fainting out of concern for Krishna and Balaram. And it's mentioned that they had, the women of Mathura they were almost fainting because of their extraordinary attachment to Krishna Balaram. We have already studied that in the previous chapter. The movie of Mathura, can you recall any verse which you have studied which describe their love? One very famous verse which describe Lavanya Sarama Samvardhama Manindya Siddham. What is the verse? In your verse to recite is there? Huh? गोप्योस्तपाकिमचरञ्जदमुष्यरूपं लावण्यसारमसमोद्भवनन्यसिद्धं दृग्भीविदन्त्यनुसवाभं एकान्तधामेशसाश्रियश्वरस्य. So Ekantadham Shri. It's a very beautiful translation. If you read the translation of this verse, right? The Lord's beauty is just show me the translation of this, I'll read the translation. This word describes the beautiful love. So here the translation of this verse, this is 10:44:14. What austerities must the gopis have performed? With their eyes, they always drink the nectar of Lord Krishna's form, which is the essence of loveliness and is not to be equaled or surpassed. This form is the only abode of beauty, fame, and opulence. It is self-perfect, ever fresh, and extremely real. Very beautiful translation also. So they are fainting because of their extraordinary attachment to Lord Krishna and Balaram, which far exceeded that of men. Vishwanath Thakur says, the women of Mathura were much more attached to Krishna than the men of Mathura among the citizens. Okay. So now, first of all, it's mentioned that because they started shooting arrows, the enemy, the forces of Jarasandha. So Krishna's army felt being tormented by the shooting of the arrows from Jarasandha's side. But then Lord Hari, he twanged his Sharanga bow, Vishfurjaya Sharanga. So Lord twanged his Sharanga bow, which is mentioned is worshipped both by gods and basically demigods and demons. The Lord Sharanga bow is worshipped both by the demon and the demigod. What does that mean? Sura Asur Architam. Text 22 mentioned third line. So Sanya Namokya Sura Asur Architam. His Sharanga bow, which is worshipped by both Sura and Asuras, will now twang that bow. Sura Asur Architam क्या अर्थ है यहाँ पे? Why would Asuras worship Lord Sharanga bow? Huh? Take the microphone, speak.
Well, Maharaj, they are doing a race, but they are doing this. They are
Maybe send me a Prahlad worship Sharanga. Yes, Prahlad Puran will speak.
And many times happens that a particular somebody shows very great power, then the defeating party and the winning party, both of them, with Rasul's quality of was glorified even by the demigods also.
Yes, chivalry, yes.
In that,
so right, in that sense, Architam here would mean adored. Adored. So this is such a great bow that many times like a competitive match, the fight is also like a match. So this bow is adored by they also adore the great power. That's how we can understand. And we will explain that way also. Okay, so now, so Lord twanged his Sharanga bow, then he started shooting arrows from his Sharanga bow. And he said that, the action of taking out the arrow, putting it in the bow, pulling the string, releasing, and getting struck, that was happening simultaneously. like a firebrand, circle of firebrand. So it was happening so fast, they were shooting arrows that all the action was happening parallelly. Continuously, the arrow was striking, continuously shooting, continuously taking out. So it was very skillful. At amazing pace, Alat Chakram, Nirantaram with Alat Chakram. But this how it's been described. The Lord's amazing shooting of the arrows. And what happened by the shooting of arrows? The elephants are being cut to pieces, the horses, the soldiers, the chariots are being broken. Right? So the whole battlefield, and then the blood is moving out. So on the battlefield, there is a river of blood. A river of blood. Okay, so now I request you to keep your books closed for some time. Okay, keep your books closed for some time. There is a beautiful metaphor described by Vishwanath Guru Thakur, or here by Sukdev Goswami only, by Sukdev Goswami. So he says, there is a river of blood flowing. In this river, there are islands. What are the islands? Raise your hand if you want to make a guess. Now, for online devotees also, you can raise your hand. I'll ask one question to the head devotee sitting in front of me. Other one can be answered by to the online. What are the islands in the river of blood? Okay, Prahlad Prabhu has the microphone.
Elephant's body.
Huh?
Bodies of the elephants.
Bodies of the elephants, good. The big bodies of the elephants are like the islands, and there are, whether it's mentioned, turtles are also mentioned in the translation. But anyway, mainly it is the elephants. Okay, mainly the elephants. Okay, then in this river, there are snakes. What are the snakes in this river of blood? Okay, here online. So, yes, Prabhu. Remind me once again the name? Sakshi Achit. Sakshi Achit Prabhu. Yes, Sakshi Achit Prabhu.
Might be hands.
Hands. Hands are like the snakes in the river. Okay, good. Then there are some crocodiles in the river. Crocodiles. What are the crocodiles here in the river? Yes, Radhakan Bihari Prabhu.
Maybe the mouths.
The mouth? Which mouth?
Mouths of people. Horses, sorry, horses.
Not exactly.
Horses.
Not exactly.
Horses.
What are the crocodiles in this river?
Horses' mouths. No?
Horses. The horses, the dead horses are itself described like looking like crocodiles. Okay. And then there are water weeds. Water weeds. Yes, water weeds. What did you say?
Yes.
Hair. There are various hair also. Men used to have long hair. Kshatriyas, many of them. So the hair are like water weeds in this river of blood. What are the fishes? Fishes. Yes, Arjuna Shilbu.
Ornaments,
There are other weapons.
Ornaments are also fishes. Ornaments are described as fishes.
Weapons.
Thighs mainly, the broken thighs. They are described as the fishes. And there are various bushes is mentioned. Bushes. Before that, there is a whirlpool in the river. Whirlpools. What is the whirlpool in the river? Whirlpools in the river. Okay. Chariot the wheels and one more thing. Chariot wheels and shields. Shield. कोई whirlpool की तरह दिखाई दे रहे हैं. Okay. So then there were in this river also has some stones, gravel, some, what are those? Some precious stones and the gravel. ornaments. The ornaments which you mentioned, they look like precious stone and gravel. Okay? And the different parts of the chariots also described. The various weapons which were scattered, they were looking like different bushes, as mentioned over here. Okay. So this is the description of the river of blood. And Shukdev Goswami is giving a description as if it is a very beautiful scene. Actually, I have seen again and again, whenever there is a fight and there is a bloodshed, broken parts of the body, heads, elephants, bodies. Can you imagine? And Shukdev Goswami is giving like a beautiful scene, right? As a shocked, how could he give such beautiful description of a graceful scene? Such a river, blood of rivers, and with all the poetic metaphors, he's giving description. How is that possible? ये पूरा विरोधी लगता है. Yes, Prabhu.
You mentioned Saraswati changes the meaning.
हाँ.
So
तो ये मीनिंग तो ये सुखदेव गोस्वामी का डायरेक्ट मीनिंग है. यहाँ पे वो सिद्धांत नहीं है.
So just like Shukdev Goswami,
this graceful scene is describing as a beautiful scene. So like to, yeah, okay.
just like
Okay, yes.
just like Shukdev Goswami, when he saw those naked women, he did not differentiate them from men and women. So his way of looking, everything is a creation of God. He's seeing everything as beautiful.
Oh, okay, you said he didn't make distinction between gracefully scene and beautiful scene.
Yes.
Yes, vision of equanimity.
Yes. Everything is beautiful because it was created by God, and the other thing is it comes from that the naked women saying that he did not see us with dual eyes.
Actually, yeah, I mean there is your first part of the answer is correct. Second part doesn't directly apply over here because he was earlier he was like a Brahmavadi. He will not make a distinction spiritually transcendently. But when he given a beautiful description, because he said, wherever Krishna is there is all beauty also. Like Yatra Veshwara Krishna, Yatra Bharata Dhundra, Tatra Shri. Shri means fortune and beauty also. Tatra Shri, Vijay, Bhutir, Dhruva Nitir Matir. But wherever Krishna is there is all fortune, there is all beauty, there is all morality, everything. Fine? So therefore, he sees everything done by Krishna has inherently is beautiful.
Yes, and plus because they have died directly by Krishna's arrows or weapons, they are all gone to Vaikuntha.
Yeah, they will be liberated. But because Krishna is there is nothing ugly. There's
no sorrow also.
Right? So
there's no sorrow also.
There is a beauty in whatever Krishna does. So there is a beautiful verse in CC which supports this Siddhant. Ishvara charitra prabhura buddhira agochar. So Lord's charitra, his character, his activities are buddhira agochar. Yade yahi karana se save manohar. Whatever he does, that is manohar. That is attractive to the heart. Okay, so whatever the Lord does, whether he's killing and making the rivers of the that is to say that the Lord is all good, all pure, all beautiful, and whatever he performs, there is an inherent beauty in that. Only a devotee can see that. Only a devotee can see that. Therefore, Shukdev Goswami sees the beauty on the battlefield.
Actually, Shukdev Goswami, mainly all the ghastly scenes, even in Dhruv Maharaj section, when he killed the Yakshas, they are also glorified. Means many of them, such battles.
Yes. So, because either the Lord is there or the devotee is there. So, therefore, there is the act performed by the Lord or the devotee on behalf of the Lord. There is inherent beauty in that. We are able to see the beauty.
Putna, when she was killed, her body is also described like that. That is a very, very
So, yeah, so because it's in relation to Krishna. So there is a so therefore every ghostly scene also is described in a beautiful way by Sukadeva Goswami because Krishna is there. Touch of Krishna is there. So by the touch of Krishna, everything is beautified, basically. That's the point. Okay. So next, so this is now the whole scene on the massacre, which is supposedly to be a ghastly scene, is actually beautiful because of Krishna's presence over here. Now, Shukadeva Goswami, he recites the beautiful words. He says, sorry, CC verse is 3895. 3 means Antalila 8.95. ईश्वर चरित्र प्रभुरा बुद्धिरा अगोचर यब यही करें सही सब मनोहर 8.95 अंतलीला. The next translation, please read the next verse translation.
Excellent, right? The hymn orchestrates the creation, maintains the destruction of the three worlds, and possesses unlimited special qualities. It is hardly amazing that he subdues an opposing party. Still, when the Lord does so, imitating human behavior, sages glorify his acts.
Okay, so what's the point being made? He said the Lord who creates, maintains, and destroys the three worlds. One who destroys the three worlds. If he has destroyed a small army, what is amazing for him? What is amazing for him, right? And when he says, but still, when the Lord does so, imitating human behavior, the sage glorifies that as amazing. So this is okay. So this is to glorify again his human-like pastime. Okay, so he said, if the Lord, if he kills Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur gives a beautiful insight. He says, yeah, he said, if for Krishna to defeat Jarasandha in the form in which he destroys the whole world, he creates, maintains, destroys, like the Mahavishnu form, he destroys a small army in Mahavishnu form, then there is no match. There is no match. Therefore, it won't be amazing. It won't be any match also. But when he does in a human form, he is glorified. He is glorified. Okay, so now the disciples of Prabhupada, they give a very beautiful purport once again. They say, okay, we can read the purport, second paragraph. Can someone read it? The answer is as follows.
The answer is as follows. The Lord plays the part of a human being and expanding his pleasure potency, creates thrilling transcendental pastimes full of suspense and dynamic action. By the Lord's Yogmaya potency, he appears exactly like a human being, and thus we may enjoy the spectacle of the Supreme Person acting on the earthly stage. Undoubtedly, stubborn agnostics will argue that since Krishna is God, there is no real suspense involved. Such skeptics simply do not understand Krishna's attractive potency, beauty, and drama. Even on the mental stage, possesses their own fascinating logic. Similarly, we love Krishna for his own sake. We appreciate his beauty for his own sake, and we enjoy Krishna's pastime because they're in fact wonderful in and of themselves. And in fact, Krishna executes his pastimes not for a mundane, egotistical purpose, but for our pleasure. Thus, the presentation of spiritual pastimes is a simple act of love that Krishna performs for the infinite spiritual happiness of pure-hearted souls who have transcended material envy of the Godhead.
Okay. So, now, though he is the Supreme Person, when he acts like human being, the pastime are very spectacular in saying we should enjoy this pastime. Someone will say, oh, but we know he's God. We know he's God. How can you enjoy the pastime when you'll be able to easily kill it? He said, ordinary actors act on a drama and people shed tears. Again, जब जानते हैं कि इनमें कोई रिलेशनशिप भी नहीं है, they are even more on a platform of falsity. People on drama, Bollywood movie, this, that. So क्या है? But still people show so much emotion. They watch them 10 times, 20 times, one, right? And how much they enjoy. Then why will not the devotees enjoy Krishna's pastime? बस सुंदरकांड का हुक्म दिया है. Right? Why will devotees not enjoy Krishna's pastime? And then therefore, so that we may relish his pastime, Krishna performed human-like pastimes. He performed human-like pastime. Therefore, this is very beautifully presented. And thus, the devotees relish the Lord's pastime. Yes, Prabhu.
The disciples say that similarly, Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, who almost certainly never read the works of Aristotle, raises a similar point. So, why it's almost certainly? It's certainly never read.
Yeah, almost certainly never read the works of Aristotle. I mean, it's just a way of putting it. But they are just saying that Aristotle also said, Supreme Lord would hardly take part in human activities. And he raises the same question, Supreme Lord, he creates nature and destroys. There's hardly anything for him. There's hardly anything to be amazed. For him to perform the human activities or to kill somebody as Jarasan in army, hardly amazing. So, but he performed the pastime in a human way, which is very amazing for us. He makes it amazing when we relish it. So they go beyond that. So they're saying that he raises this question. So Aristotle doesn't have that understanding of rasa. But how? He only understands the greatness of God and what is amazing for one who destroys the three worlds, what is great for him if he destroys those in the army. But when he does in a human-like pastime, we can relish and glorify how amazing. You see? So Krishna does it in such a way that to even enhance the pleasure of his devotees. Yes, Manasundar Prabhu.
This is just out of curiosity. I'm just connecting some dots here. After the killing of Shishupal, came back, or maybe not that time, prior to that, that time only, the son of Kashi, whose father had been killed along with other king, he had attacked with his aerial plane at Dwarka. At that time, Krishna came at the Sudarshan Chakra, he destroyed the whole army. Now, I was just wondering, it was mentioned that the chariots came from Vaikuntha, equipped with all the weapons. But as you know from the Mahabharata, at this point in time, Krishna didn't have his Sudarshan Chakra. He got the Sudarshan Chakra from the Khandava woman when that incident happened. So I was just kind of thinking that it's like, why did Sudarshan Chakra have to appear from Khandava woman? The chariot came from the Vaikuntha, everything came. So when later on that comes, then Krishna uses it. Right now, Krishna is using his simple bow and arrow to fight like that. Of course, we understand the human pastimes, drama. Okay. So interestingly, different weapons, conch appeared at one point of time. And the Sudarshan Chakra comes at different time, like that. So I mean, just kind of.
These are all Lord's Leela, the spiritual enactment for the pleasure of the devotees. Right? So therefore, so we understand the tattva behind the Leela, so then we don't take the Leela cheaply. But then we should also relish the Lord's Leela. Right? That's the purpose also. The Lord performs. The way the Lord enacts his pastime, whether he obtains it, whether he directly gets the weapon from Vaikuntha, chariot from Vaikuntha, or he obtains everything, we should see as Lord's beautiful enactment of pastime and relish those ultimately.
Here, Buddha mentions that Chakra and Balram's bones appeared. Since they were useful and are not mentioned has come from nowhere else.
So his bow also appeared.
Chakran bow also appeared.
Chakran bow also appeared.
He was mentioning in the.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. So now, so the Lord actually he destroyed the whole army in a short time. And Krishna and Balramji also using his plow weapon and all that. So they destroyed the whole army in a short time, and it's amazing. And from the Leela point of view, it's amazing. And now the Balram, he sees Jarasandha, just like one lion may see another lion, it's mentioned. And then he said, in one forest, there is only one lion, and if there are more lions, they fight, and one they kill each other sometimes, they cease. Only one lion remains. So, example, if one lion may see another lion. So Balramji, he sees Jarasandha, he caught him and started tying him with the move of Varuna and other immortal ropes. And then Krishna said, no, 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 you won't tie him, free him. Right? So free him, and the word used here is Buddhimanam hata ratim. Buddhimana hata ratim. Means he bound Jarasandha who had killed their enemies. But another meaning Vishwanath says, through whom his enemies would be killed. And what means he will be the cause of getting so many enemies, and the enemies will be killed through him. So, and therefore Krishna asked Balramji to release Jarasandha. Now Jarasandha felt so much ashamed, being humiliated and being released, that he decided to perform penances. He decided to perform penances. It mentioned he went into the penances and was kind of condemning himself and so on. But the other several kings, they said, no, 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 you should not perform these penances, and you should not have any kind of, you should not pity yourself, basically. They told that this defeat, they said, this defeat of the lion Jarasandha by the black deer Krishna is just your bad luck. And this doesn't mean the Krishna is superior. ये तुम्हारे माथे पे लिखा था ये defeat. Right? Therefore, the lion like Jarasandha got defeated by a black deer Krishna. And they confused him. And this is the power of positive thinking. I was thinking how 17 times Jarasandha got a similar army and attacked. 17 times or 18 times. 17 times being defeated. What if Jarasandha would come and give a motivational speech on the power of positive thinking? Right? All the corporate CEOs would come to attend Jarasandha. One who did not lose enthusiasm after 17 defeats. He was not what motivated him to get the 23 auctions again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 18 times, 17 defeats, his enthusiasm went better. What kind of advisors, motivation advisors he had. It's quite amazing. So this is Jarasandha. Had full enthusiasm to again and again and again, and his other kings and all that would call him Lion Jarasandha. Bad luck. Never mind. Don't minimize your glory. Advance the glory of
Prabhu, utsahat sahasat dhairyat.
But he applied it so perfectly well. And he had utsaha, nishya, and dharya. One day I'll defeat Krishna. Like that. Right? हम होने कामयाब but he had that faith. From the his first probably his friend were saying, हम होने कामयाब एक दिन. Don't lose. Something to be learned from Jarasandha. I'm amazed, even as devotees, if we are defeated 17 times, based upon Krishna's words and based upon Prabhupada's words also, we may not have that much utsaha, nishya and dharya to attempt 18 times something. after 17 defeats. But Jarasandha did it. So there is something to be learned from Jarasandha. Right? He had such power of positive attitude. So how much more the devotees can have positive attitude to serve Krishna instead of only we are not meeting success one time, two time, three time. Go on trying it.
Sometimes mentions ki in between Kshatriyas, war happens means one side will be killed.
Yeah.
So it's a quite humiliating means
Yeah.
he is left like that.
Yeah.
So for him it's a quite humiliation.
We experience, but we want to take revenge. There's another army, and that was just bad luck, right? So now we only defeat. So like that. Okay. Yes, Samarpana Prabhu.
Actually, it appears that Krishna also has something here because Krishna saw him. That time he thought that okay, he will get it again.
Yeah.
So Krishna
Also need to for him to get the army. Well, in one sense, you could say Krishna also inspiring in within the heart. But still, there is something to be learned from him. Right? वो बंदा मानना पड़ेगा इतना उत्साह उसको 17 डिफीट के बाद भी है वो समथिंग फ्रॉम फॉर अस टू लर्न फ्रॉम जरासंधा okay so yeah the next text 35 36 then is mentioned okay, so the Lord, he had killed the enemies, their military strength, and then after he won over, the 17 times will be described later, he is the first victory over here. Okay? He returned back and the Lord was showered flowers by the denizing of heaven, and he entered Mathura city. And on entering Mathura city, there was a great celebration. The professional bards, the others, they all praise his glories, the instruments are being played. There are various decorations mentioned over here. And especially the women who have great affection, they are affectionately looking at the Lord. They are they have scattered flower garlands, yogurt, parched rice, unicorn sprouts, golden water pots filled with water, and so many things. Can you recall remarks of Prabhupada when Krishna enters Dwarka and there was similar decoration? Now Krishna is entering Mathura. When Krishna from Hastinapur enters Dwarka in the first canto, and there is a description of all the city decorations, right? The flowers, fruits, all these things. What does Prabhupada says? Any striking remarks of Prabhupada on this? About the
natural beauty or natural products, something like that.
Okay. The process of Vedic reception is
very sincere.
Is not at all dry. Prabhupada says. Very beautiful remark. The process of Vedic reception is not at all dry. Right? There is such affection, such color, there are fruits, there are flowers, mango leaves, there's a distribution of prasad, they are offering so many things to Krishna, distributing also. So the process of Vedic reception is not at all dry. A lot of nectar, a lot of juice, rasa, basically. Not at all dry. So we see the Krishna being received in Mathura, and it's not a dry reception.
So a question here.
Okay, yes, Prabhu. Okay, what we'll do is, just keep a note of your question.
Yes.
In 10 minutes, I want to complete the chapter and then keep the question
Yes.
optional. Right?
Yes.
Okay, thank you for your understanding. So then, then Krishna presented to Ugrasen all the booty from the army because all the soldiers would wear great ornaments. Even the horses and the elephants and the chariots had decorations made up of jewels and gold. So now all that is collected, 23 Akshavanis, can you imagine? And all that is brought to Ugrasen from the booty. And And this takes place 17 times, is mentioned over here. And when 18th time Jarasandha is planning to attack, that time Kalayavan, a barbarian, who heard from Narad Muni that who thought there is no human match to me, and we found no, the Urus are match to you. So he made the siege, this Kalayavan, on Mathura. He also attacked Mathura parallelly. And Vishwanath Thakur described who is this Kalayavan. The son of Gargamuni was ridiculed as eunuch by his other brothers or by his brother-in-law. And the Yadavas had laughed hearing this remark. And they were he wanted to take revenge. And worshipped Lord Shiva and got a view that he will be able to create terror for Yadavas. And because of the boon of Lord Shiva, he obtained the son Kalayavan from another human lady. Okay, so he is the son of Gargamuni. Gargya, son of Gargamuni, he obtained this Kalayavan, who is supposed to create terror for the Yadavas. This is the background. Gargya, the son of Gargamuni, and who was mocked by his brother-in-law and laughed by Yadavas. He was mocked as eunuch, but when Yadavas laughed, so he became angry at the Yadavas and he wanted to create terror. By the boon of Lord Shiva, he begot Kalayavan as his son. Therefore, he Kalayavan created terror, which was like a boon of Lord Shiva at a certain point of time. So they now, while he's preparing to attack in the 23 Akshmanis, Kalayavan with his 33, is mentioned 33 million soldiers. Yeah. Check the number. 30 million. Which is 3 crore. So with his 30 million soldiers, he laid siege on Mathura. Okay, so seeing all this, Krishna thought that, oh, if we are busy fighting with Kalayavan, then Jarasandha may come, and he may capture our relatives and so on. So Krishna, at this point of time, after consulting God Balaram, decided that I will create a great fortress within the ocean and then shift all our relatives and then we can fight with them. So that's what. So that's the time when Krishna decided to create Dwarka, when both were simultaneously attacking. Jarasandha just prepared to attack, and Kalayavan with his 30 million soldiers attacked Mathura, made the siege. Okay, so it's mentioned this, how big is this fortress which is created by the Lord, which is cannot be penetrated. It is 12 yojanas, which is 12 into 8 is 96 miles in circumference. That is the Dwarka created by the Lord. And the opulence of Dwarka is described in text 52, 53. How beautiful rooms, everything for the animals, for the all the citizens, beautiful trees, creepers. And so it is the best city, right? The best city, the green city, the most luxurious city, whatever quality a city may have, Dwarka had. Dwarka had all these wonderful qualities, and the Krishna created this city. And also Indra brought Shri Krishna to Dharma Assembly Hall, where the mortal pangs of hunger, thirst, lamentation, anxiety, all that will not be felt. Should Vedas will not be felt when, as long as the person is in the Sudharma Assembly Hall. Indra also gave a parijat tree to the Lord. अपनी बैटल ही है, ऐसा लग रहा है. वो बैटल तो नहीं, वो बैटल के साथ तो उसके बाद जब वो देने गए तो इंदिरा फॉट. सो भामासुर तो बाद में लग रहा है, क्योंकि इंदिरा खुद आ रहे हैं अभी पारिजात्री लेके गिफ्ट में. After Krishna assembly Dwarka, all the different devatas, they came with different gifts. to give to the Lord. So Indra gave this Parigat tree on Dharma assembly hall. Yeah, but when mentioned Indra also gave a Parigat tree here. One Krishna brought one by force. Much over that is the marriage pastime. But so Indra got one Parigat tree. So seeing that the Satyanarayana developed a desire. So this is one gifted that was obtained later. Okay. What did he say? He mentioned Krishna also plays a Parigat tree in his Dwarka residence. Yeah, here the past tense is used because prior to the conversation between Shukadeva Goswami and Parikshit, even though it happened sometime after the city's construction. Okay, fine. So this Parigat is gifted by Indra. And Indra gifted horses as swift as the minds. And Kubera also gave 8 kind of mystic treasures, which are mentioned, Indra also mentioned. Okay, so it is mentioned that it is very befitting because all these devatas are given all these opulences by Lord only. Now, therefore, text 56 says, Sarvam Pratyay Arpayam Asur. They are giving it back, what they obtained from the Lord. And that's the perfection. That's the perfection. So whatever the Lord gives us, we give him back as a gift or we utilize in his service. Okay, so in this way, the Lord created this beautiful city. He received many gifts. And then overnight, while they were sleeping, next day they woke up in Dwarka. Overnight, they were transferred. And they were surprised to see they are in beautiful palaces and so on and so forth. And then after transporting all the residents of Mathura to Dwarka, the Lord now came out without any weapon, just wearing a garment of lotus flower. And he came out of Mathura. And why did he do that? That will be described in the next chapter. He wanted to kill Kali Yaman, not with any weapons, but in a different way. A different way. Okay, so here ends chapter 50th. Now, if you have any questions, we can have. Otherwise, please feel absolutely free to leave the classroom. Okay. Yes. Radha, come to I'll take his question and yours, or you have to wait in the Okay.
Text number 45, what says he did not immediately annihilate the army of Kalyavam, keeping intact the benediction granted the Gargya by Lord Shiva. Maybe I missed that.
Okay. So, yeah, he not immediately annihilate the army of Kalyavam, keeping intact the benediction granted by Gargya. Who Gargya by Lord Shiva? To create terror.
So what was that?
The benediction is that he wanted to create terror for the Yadavas, for the benediction.
Okay.
So therefore Lord will kill Kalyavan while still Dwarka Vasu will experience terror during that time. So here the benediction that he will create a terror for the Yadavas.
For that sake. So the army was not annihilated. Only the king was killed.
Yeah.
That's the idea. Right.
Okay. Yes, Radha Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhu.
Yes.
This question is slightly sort of it goes out of Bhagavatam, but it has been on my mind for a long time. So this Gori, when he was defeated 17 times, again that number matches at 17 times, and the 18th time our great king was defeated. Was there? So is there any mention of this anywhere by any of the acharyas, Prabhupada or someone, that there was a message by Krishna for the future? Because there was a huge change after that, Gauri entering India.
You think what are you referring to? I didn't get it.
Muhammad Ghori defeated Muhammad Ghori defeated by Prithviraj Chauhan 17 times. 18th time he gets slaughtered.
Okay, so Muhammad Ghori defeated, he
Was
did
defeated.
Prithviraj Chauhan, 18 times he got the upper hand. Oh, so
Yes.
the numbers are matching. Muhammad Ghori and
Numbers are matching. Is there any sort of that, that Krishna left a message even then for that time for, maybe Prithviraj Chauhan or something, that run away or do something different, like Shivaji Maharaj, who did not fight the same way because times have changed. He took to guerrilla warfare. He also cheated the way they cheated. Something like that. Is there any, any thought on this or mention?
I have not.
Because the numbers are very, very much matching and a significant event in history.
Yeah, maybe some historian who can draw some correlation, provided it is in line with the conclusion of our acharyas.
Yeah.
I'm not aware.
Prabhupada never mentioned anything.
No. Okay, Hare Krishna. I thank you all very much for your kind attention, and we will meet tomorrow at 10:45. And I will request you to revise, spend at least 15-20 minutes to do a revision, and you'll see it will be very helpful. Okay, thank you, Hare Krishna. Jai Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Nitai Gaur Premanande.